and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
You're listening to Snow Badger Sports on KMTS.
We're back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sport Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trena and Randy Keetle along with you as the Snow College Badgers taking on the Scottsdale Artichokes here in Arizona. We sure appreciate you joining us for our broadcast. We'll be coming at you live throughout tonight's broadcast with play-by-play of the Snow College Badgers here on the road to take on the very mighty Scottsdale Artichokes. And, of course, Randy, as you take a look at some keys of the game, what would those keys be in this football game for the Snow College Badgers?
Well, I think a couple of things that the Badgers have to avoid on defense. They have to avoid giving up the big play. You know, you don't want to get down early, but you also want to be consistent and not give up those big plays, whether they come by penalties. And the Badgers have had a few this year. They've had about 37 penalties so far this year, and you know, it's about a little over 10 per game, and they need to avoid that tonight. So if they can stay clean on the offense and defense in terms of penalties, I think that'll help them. But I also think one of the keys is you talked earlier about the importance of their defensive line and sacking the quarterback. And if they can continue to do that and put pressure on the Scottsdale offense and on the quarterback, I think that's an important part of the football game tonight.
All right, the Snow College Badgers will receive to start this football game wearing their white tops, orange pants, and, of course, blue helmets. Scottsdale in their light green uniforms with dark green numerals, which will make it a nightmare for us to try to tell you who the Scottsdale players are. Snow College will have back to receive Lightning Leon Morgan back there. Also back there for the Snow College Badgers, I believe, is Derek Wright on that far side. We'll check that for you. Before kickoff here, we're ready to go as Scottsdale is set from their own 35-yard line. Going from right to left on the kickoff, there's the high end over end kick. Going to be fielded. No, it's not going to be fielded. It's going to be let on back into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the other back out there was not Derek Wright. It was Weston Barlow, 5'8", 176-pound sophomore from Queen Creek, Arizona. So the Badgers will start off first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Just of note, the fourth-ranked volleyball team beat Southern Nevada today, 3-1. Women's soccer ended up tied with Salt Lake today 2-2, and the men's soccer team lost to Salt Lake 1-0. Thanks, Gary Chittister, for being on the ball and sending us that information. Right now, we've got first and 10 for the Snow College Badgers as we are ready to go. First and 10 for the Badgers. There's the snap. Play action, thrown across the middle, tipped, and then caught and dropped. Boy, right in the breadbasket of Chase Hess, and he couldn't come up with a reception on that one.
Yeah, he sure couldn't. Chase will be kicking himself on that one. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, but floated right into Chase's hands, and he just dropped it.
So ready to go. The Snow College Badgers will have a second down and 10. Ready to go. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Ellis. Ellis squirts through the line, breaks a tackle to the 30-yard line between the far numbers and Hash, and gets tackled at about the 33-yard line. Nice run that time by Hess.
Yeah, real nice run there as he just kind of squirted through and picked his hole and got a short couple of yards for a first down.
Or not Hess, but of course that was Brandon Ellis. Here's the play-action pass thrown out. It's going to be caught there by Hess this time. He has the first down along the near hash marks and gets to about the 37, maybe 38-yard line for a Snow first and 10.
Yeah, nice grab there by Chase. First couple of snaps from center here, both high coming back to the quarterback. So pay attention to that, see if we run into some problems later on in the game with that.
From their own 39-yard line, first and 10 on the near hash. There's the snap. Back to pass. Throwing out to the near side is the quarterback there, Kerr, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one just wasn't catchable. He was getting a little bit of pressure from that defense and threw it wide to the sideline. And hurry up here as they put some pressure on that Scottsdale defense.
So the Badgers, quick working team, two wide receivers to each side. There's the snap, handoff, pulled out, and Braxton Kerr up the middle to the 40-yard line, 45 line, dives forward to the 48 before he's chopped down on the play. A nice run.
Yeah, real nice fake there as he had the defense going left, looking for the ball carrier, and he was the ball carrier skirting up the middle, picked up the first down.
And ready to go is Snow College, third down and 1 at the 48-yard line as they need to continue this drive with a play to get first and 10. And Kerr now set, but now he resets, looks to the sideline. He has the running back, Brandon Ellis, behind him in the pistol formation. Two wide receivers far side, one on the near side. There's the handoff to Ellis. He dodges a tackle or gets smothered by that Scottsdale defense. Fantastic defensive play there by, I believe, Dante Bowdy.
Yeah, the linemen were really fast getting into that backfield there. I thought he picked up the first down, but no, this brings a fourth down. We'll see a punting unit here for the Badgers.
So Snow will punt this one away as the Scottsdale defense will hold them. And back to punt for the Badgers. Out there for Snow College is going to be Jacob Johnston, the 6'2", 190-pound freshman from Draper, Utah, I believe. And he is back at the 30-yard line. Scottsdale sends out a return man to his 18. There's the snap, whistles sound, and we may have a delay of game as the clock is at 0. And it is delay of game against Snow College. Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard, nothing in our scoreboard. Central Valley Medical Center has a full-time pediatrician to their experienced medical team, Dr. Gordon Duvall. And, of course, Dr. Skinner is the new OGYN. Call 623-3000 for more information. That'll put the Badgers back 5 yards, making it a 4th and 10, and ready to go is the punter, Johnston. He's back at his 25-yard line. There's the snap, rugby style to the right side. Almost got a block, boots it away, though. It's going to bounce. It's going to take a Scottsdale bounce, now Badger bounce, and it's going to be downed by the Badgers at about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, we got a flag here on the field. Looks like running into the kicker. Real unfortunate for Scottsdale. They had a lot of pressure on the punt. I'm not sure how they didn't block that kick, but given the penalty, that's going to change the play here, and we'll be looking at probably
looks like they're going to, it might be a 5-yard variety, so that will still be 4th down.
Yeah, it's still bringing up 4th down here. He didn't hit him that hard, but he did run into him. But, boy, they had a lot of pressure on the punter there.
That they did, and Scottsdale will come back out. The Badgers will be forced to punt the ball yet again. So Scottsdale will come back out. They will send their return man back out there. Didn't have a chance to return that rugby-style kick. So 5 yards back, now 5 yards forward as the teams alternate in penalties. So back is 22-yard line on the far hash. The Scottsdale return man is set to go with 12:41 left here in the first quarter. No score. There's the snap. Rolling to his right now, booting it away is Johnston. It's a high kick. This one's going to do better for the Badgers. Takes a Badger bounce. It's going to be picked up and quickly tackled to the 10-yard line as the return man. But another flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like they might have interfered with the return man there, but let's see what the officials come up with. 2 penalties, 2 plays here in a row.
So the 3rd-ranked Snow College Badgers playing here at the 8th-ranked Scottsdale Artichokes, and that penalty is going to go against. He pointed against Scottsdale. We'll see if he's pointing the right way here. And that may be half the distance to the goal line there, Randy.
Yep, that's what they're marking off, Mike. So a fortunate break here for the Badgers. Going to pin the Artichokes deep in their own territory here as they have their first possession of the ball game.
Set to go. The Scottsdale Artichoke quarterback is to be Kerr Lyles, the 6'1", 210-pound freshman from Scottsdale, Arizona. Lyles is ready to go. Kerr set to go. He's going to hand it off to his running back going to the outside. He is met and stopped at the 5-yard line. About a half-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, it looked like for a moment there might be a hole to that right side, but the Snow College lineman, defensive end there, plugged it up real well.
12-12 left in the first quarter. Scottsdale on their first offensive drive. A 2nd down and 9 to go for the Artichokes at their own 6-yard line. Kerr Lyles going up to the line, directing traffic, now signaling to his wide receivers. He's got 2 on the near side, 1 on the far side. There's the snap. Hand off to his running back, squirting to the outside, misses a tackle, gets to the 12-yard line. Nice run that time by the Scottsdale Artichoke running back.
Yeah, good pursuit by the Badger defense to hold them short of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd and a long 2.
Devin Neal, 6', 171-pound sophomore wide receiver on the blocking there, did a fantastic job. So a great job by the Artichokes to pick up that couple yards. Now it's 3rd down and 3.
Morgan read it well, stopped him short of the first down.
That'll bring up Scottsdale Artichokes out to punt, as their punter will be back and get set up in his end zone. Actually, he is set to go. Ready to go is Brendan Morton, I believe. He boots it away on the snap. Going to bounce to the sideline. It's going to take Scottsdale bounce all the way to the 44-yard line of Snow College, and that'll be it. So the Badgers hold the 8th-ranked Artichoke offense to a 3-and-out. Badgers were forced to go out as well, but they did get a first down. So we got a battle on our hands here in Arizona, Randy.
Yeah, it could be here as these two teams kind of test each other and see how they're going to play against each other. Battle of field position, and on this second series here, Snow is starting on their own 43-yard line. So let's see what they can do with it now on their second possession.
The no-huddle offense for the Snow College Badgers set to go. Here we go, first down and 10 for Snow on the near hash with 10:29 left here in the first quarter. Kerr is going to drop back, play action, looking up. He's going to fire to the far sideline, and it overshoots his wide receiver, incomplete. That was Powell on that far side. Couldn't quite get the pass.
Yeah, that was thrown a little bit high for Powell. And, again, good pressure by the Artichokes here as Kerr had to get rid of that football probably a little bit sooner than he wanted to.
Here we go for the Snow Badgers. There's the snap, handoff to the running back, and Warren squirts up the middle, but the Artichoke defense there stops him for a short gain. He's going to be down after a 1-yard pickup is all.
Yeah, another high snap from center. The Badgers may want to talk a little bit about that because that affects the timing of all your plays if the quarterback is up in the air when he's supposed to be making that handoff. So they want to take a look at how to get that snap from center down.
So the Badgers 3rd down and 9 from their own 44-yard line. Braxton Kerr in the gun between the hash marks, back to throw. He has some protection, throws across. Middle. It's going to be caught by Powell. He is hammered and dropped the ball. What a major league hit by the defensive back of the Scottsdale Artichokes. That was a pounding hit by Tavian Allen, the 6-foot, 168-pound sophomore.
Yeah, he really let him have it there. The ball was on target, maybe a little bit high, but as he come down with it, he just took a hit from Allen and couldn't hang on.
That'll force another punting situation for the Badgers. Johnston back to punt again, I believe, as he is set to go. Ready to go for the snap. There it is, nice snap. There's the punt away. A nice, beautiful punt, spiral. Fair catch called for and caught at the 8-yard line. Fantastic punt by Johnston as he trots off the field. That was a fantastic boot by the young man as he just he nailed that ball nicely.
Yeah, he sure did. It almost looked like a pass from the quarterback. Had such a tight spiral on it. And at least in the first couple of possessions here, the Badgers are winning the field position game. Brings up 2nd down and short.
2nd and short for the Artichokes. 9:16 left in the first quarter, no score. Battle between two of the top 10 teams in the country. Lyles, the quarterback, is going to hand it off to his running back. Squirts to the outside, has a hold of the 20-yard line, the 25-yard line, still on his feet, has a first down. The ball seemed to pop out and pulled in by the Badgers. The Badgers have a fumble recovery. We'll see what the officials call here. If it was still live or the ground caused the fumble, we'll see.
Yeah, it looked like big number 99 came up with that football. At least I think he was the one run down the field with it, and it appears as if we got a turnover here, Badger ball.
A big hit on the play, and that was right there. It was pulled out by the Snow Badgers there. The ball popped up, and it was big number 99 for the Snow College Badgers. Pulling that in, Sione Ossie, the 6'1", 300-pound sophomore from Reno, Nevada. So a big turnover in the game here.
Yeah, real nice to see Sione running like a fullback.
So ready to go. There's the snap, back to pass. Curry gets hit as he throws, and that's going to be incomplete down at the 5-yard line. Boy, what pressure by the Artichokes there. I think coming in and making a drilling hit that time was Lattimore Hervey, the 6', 225-pound sophomore from Chandler, Arizona.
Yes, it was. And another high snap there. This one almost got away from the quarterback as he had to go up, tip it, and catch it himself, and that really threw off the timing of the play.
So ready to go, the Snow College Badgers. Is Kerr in the shotgun looking to the sideline. He has back from injury, of course, at running back, Jalen Warren. Badgers going to hand off to Warren. He's trying to dance his way across the 25 and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and then maybe one is all stopped by that Scottsdale defense.
Yeah, great effort to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe pick up a short yard there. There were a couple defenders in the backfield that could have easily dropped me for a loss. So good run there for the Badgers to bring up this third down and long.
From the 24-yard line, 3rd down and 9 for the Snow College Badgers in Scottsdale territory after the fumble recovery by Sione Ossie. 3rd and 9, Kerr back to throw, and this one's blown dead again. No zeros on the clock. Can't be delay of game. It's illegal motion on Snow College.
Yeah, another penalty here that makes it 3rd and even longer and brings up a little bit longer field if you're trying to throw it into the end zone, which isn't a bad thing. So let's see what the Badgers decide to do now here on offense.
So Snow College with the 3rd down and 14. Back to passes. Kerr's going to dump it off on screen pass to Jalen Warren. Warren makes a move to 25. Between the numbers in the far hash to the 20-yard line to the 15-yard line. 1st down, Snow College. What a run after the catch by Jalen Warren.
Yeah, what a great play here. Just hanging in there by the quarterback, Snow. He took a pretty good hit on that pass that he threw to Warren, and Warren's second effort here picked up that. Looks like they picked up that 1st down.
They haven't moved change yet, but now they do. 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. No score. Badgers threatening after the turnover and fumble recovery by Sione Ossie, the defensive lineman. Kerr trips to the left side. He's the quarterback. Hands off to Jalen Warren up the middle. Big hole. He's to the 5-yard line. Spins down to the 2 before he's tripped up, and the Badgers have a 1st and goal.
Yeah, that was a touchdown there, except for the one defender that had a hold of Warren's foot, kept him out of the end zone.
So 1st and goal for the Snow College Badgers. There's the snap. Handoff goes up the middle. Scottsdale Artichokes stop it at the 2-yard line. Fantastic play.
Yeah, just gang tackling there on Jalen. He had no chance to get anywhere close to the end zone on this one. So bring up in a 2nd down and goal.
2nd and goal for the Badgers. Threatening to score and take the lead on the 8th-ranked Scottsdale Artichokes. Kerr takes the snap, hands it off to Warren again. Barrels up the middle, powers away towards the end zone. Is he in? Down to the 1-yard line. The Artichokes have held yet again.
Yeah, real nice job by that defensive line. They are getting stingy here. Look for maybe a pass here or something to the outside because there just isn't anything. Jump up and catch that football and really disrupts the timing of the offensive plays.
So the Badgers now at the 4-yard line for a 4th and goal. The offense stays out there. They're going to go for it, Randy.
Yeah, this is an exciting part of the first quarter here. Let's see what they do.
Trips to the near side, wide receiver to the far side. Braxton Kerr in the shotgun with Jalen Warren to his left. 4th and goal from the 4. Back to pass, Kerr throws to the end zone. It's incomplete. And the Scottsdale Artichokes have held. That one wasn't close to being a caught ball in the back of the end zone, and the Badgers are held with a goal line stand.
Yeah, you can see the enthusiasm here, the Artichokes, that goal line stand. And let's see now if that energizes the offense a little bit as they take possession here deep in their own territory on their third try.
So the Artichokes may get some momentum from this one. We'll see as the Badgers unable to score after the turnover, and now they went for it on 4th and goal, and maybe they go back to that and look, okay, next time we're down there, maybe we should run something to the outside, to the perimeter, to try to get the outside and get some space or something. But
yeah, there just wasn't anything in the middle, was there, on those first 2 or 3 plays?
Carol Isles, the Scottsdale quarterback, 1st and 10 from his own 3, pitches it out to the outside and trying to get to the corner, and does, is the running back to the 10-yard line and close to 9 yards on that 1st down carry.
Yeah, real nice play here to the near side. Quick pitch by the quarterback and got it outside beyond the defense and picked up looks like they're moving the chain, so we got a first down.
1st and 10 for the Artichokes here on the near hash at their own 13-yard line. Tackle was made by Isaac Fotu of the No College Badgers, the defensive end. You got Parker Workman, the other defensive end. He had 7.5 tackles, 4 sacks last week. Right now, Kerr Lyles in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to his running back. Met in the backfield and tackled quickly. Fantastic defensive play by Parker Workman.
Yeah, Parker was right on that play as he come around from the far side, and looked like nobody blocked him, but he was fast enough to get to the running back and tackle him for a loss.
Fantastic job there for Parker Workman as he got to the inside and made the tackle. Great job by Parker. So we watch that instant replay again on Centricom Channel 10. So the Badgers, now that was a 1-yard loss, have the Artichokes facing a 2nd down and 11 from their 11-yard line. Kerr Lyles in the shotgun with it back to his left and 4 wide receivers. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure, throws it. That's going to be caught by his receiver, but quickly tackled by Leon Morgan for just a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, real nice play there by Morgan. He was all over the receiver. No chance at all to catch and run, and that's what they were looking for on that quick slant from the wide receiver on the far side, but great coverage by the Badger defense.
4:42 left here in the first quarter. No score in this defensive battle between these two clubs. We're seeing some pretty good defensive plays on both sides of the ball. Scottsdale just got finished with a goal line stand. The Badgers had it at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal, and the Artichokes stopped them on 4 straight plays. Lyles with 3 wide receivers near side. One on the far, throws across the middle, wide open his wide receiver, but he dropped it. Can you believe that? That could have been 6 as he dropped it at the 35-yard line.
Boy, he just found a seam in that zone. He was wide open. Probably couldn't believe he was running out there, not a defender for probably 10 yards around him, Mike. You were right. He had a lot of space in front of him, and he'll be dreaming about that one for a while.
John Ofahengawi, the 6'2", 192-pound sophomore from Lae, Hawaii, was there to probably make the tackle 30 yards downfield, but that was it.
Yeah, there was a lot of space and a lot of time for the quarterback, and that one just split the zone and was wide open, but he dropped it.
Punting situation, 4th down and long. There's a snap. The punt is away. It is a low punt, bounces at the 48-yard line. Badger's going to let roll, and then thinking about picking it up was Leon Morgan, but he doesn't. Finally touched up by the Scottsdale Artichokes at the Badger 35-yard line. So both defenses have held. Both offenses have dropped a pretty big pass play.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those on both sides where opportunities were there, but wide receiver just dropped the ball. And, usually that's a sign of maybe being just a little bit jittery as you come in with 2 high-powered offenses that don't end up moving the ball as the defenses kind of take over. And let's see now if the Badgers can shake some of that with this possession and move the football down and score.
4 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first quarter. No score in this WSFL battle. Braxton Kerr, the bad quarterback in the pistol formation. As a fullback, Chase Hess sets up as a wingback out of the right side. Hand off to Jalen Warren. Or Brandon Ellis, and he carries it up the middle for a couple of yards before he's tackled on the play by the Scottsdale Artichoke defense.
Yeah, again, we had a little bit of a high snap there. I think if I'm Brandon, I'm having a few words with my center because that ball has got to be down so he can handle it and not disrupt that play.
So the Badgers now with a 2nd down and 9 at their own 37-yard line. Here on the near hash, going from left to right on your radio dial and your TV screen. Kerr takes the snap, hands it off, pulls it back out, throws across the middle, and incomplete. Great defensive play. It was intended over the middle downfield, the 48-yard line to Chase Hess, but coming through and making a fantastic play with a defensive back of Scottsdale.
Yeah, I was real fortunate that ball wasn't picked off. We had the safety coming in really fast. He read that play very well. He just couldn't hold on to the football as he had a hand on it, but couldn't quite bring it in.
Brings up a 3rd down and 8. Braxton Kerr cleared out backfield, in trouble, gets hit and sacked. The ball pops out, loose on the turf, and picked up at the 35-yard line by the Scottsdale defense. A fumble recovery by the Scottsdale Artichokes as they have a fantastic job that time. I believe making the fumble recovery may have been number 8 on the defense. That could have been Latimer Hervey.
Yeah, he was hit by number 45, Celestin Haba, the defensive end. Came around the near side corner. Braxton never saw him, and when he hit him, the ball popped out of there and recovered by the Artichokes. So, again, it's that pressure on the quarterback that can make the difference here as the Artichokes take over with great field position on the Badger 35.
So the Artichokes with a golden opportunity here. The Badgers had one earlier on a fumble recovery by, of course, Sione Ossie. Right now, the Artichokes trying to make Badgers pay and get on the board first in the scoreless game with 3:26 left in the first quarter. Kerr back to throw, and he throws it short. Does it skip? I believe it skips. Oh, they're going to say he caught it. Oh, they're going to say the ground got the ball first, so incomplete pass as Kerr Lyles tried to hit his wide receiver on that far side.
Yeah, number 9, Kai Neves was in there putting some pressure on quarterback and had to throw it pretty quick. I think that's so the good call by the officials kind of let them play here.
3rd down and 7 for the Scottsdale Artichokes to the Badger 32-yard line. Kerr Lyles is in the shotgun with the back to his left. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Lyles in the gun, ready to go, takes the snap. Drops back pass, throws across the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Snow College. John Ofingawi to the 40-yard line, to the 50-yard line. He's into Scottsdale territory. 1 man to beat to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Ofingawi, and the Badgers on the board, 6-0.
Yeah, what a nice read there. He just sat back, watched Lyle's eyes, and as soon as he threw the football, he knew right where it was going to go. In. Step in front of the receiver, and pick 6, and the Badgers are on the board.
Fantastic job as the Badgers take the lead 6-0. Ofingawi steps in front, picks that pass off, and then takes off down the far sideline as he heads to the house. Had 1 man to beat, but John turns on the Jets, and the angle doesn't matter as he gets into the end zone.
Yeah, real nice play by the defense here to put the Badgers on a scoreboard first, and that was a great momentum pusher now for the Badgers. Let's see if their defense can respond again and get that ball back in the offense's hand as continue scoring.
There's the hold by Derek Wright on the extra point try, and the kick is on the way by James Baird. It is up, and it is good. It is Snow College leading the Scottsdale Artichoke on a pick 6 by John Ofingawi of the Badgers as we go to break here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
The home of Snow Badger Sports.
Welcome back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. John Ofingawi intercepts a pass by Kerr Lyles of the Artichokes and returns it about 65 yards for a touchdown. And the Badgers lead 7-0, Randy. That was quite exciting.
Yeah, that 9th interception of the season for the Badgers results in the first score of this ball game. And let's see what that does here to an emotional Scottsdale team. We've seen that in the past where sometimes they get a little down, and let's see how they respond to that here with this kickoff.
There's the kickoff fielded at the 14-yard line between the hash and their numbers, carrying it up the field to the 25-yard line, hammered at about the 28. Chase Hess was there for the tackle. Also, Riley was there. That, of course, meaning Riley Smith, a 6', 222-pound sophomore, as they stop it right there at the Scottsdale 27-yard line.
Yeah, he ran into a wall there. He went into that crowd, just sort of stopped and ran into those bigger bodies and nowhere to go.
So the Badgers defense just scored. Now the defense is back out there. ready to go. Matthew Gotel on that front line with Sione Ossie. Ossie has a fumble recovery in this game, but the Badgers got it down for a first and goal and were stopped 4 straight times. 7-0 our score. Badgers on top with 2:49 left here in the first quarter. Back to pass. Lyles throws it out. It's going to be incomplete. Went to the area between the numbers and the sideline, numbers in the far hash, and it just was thrown a little short. I'm not sure if Lyles is worried about this rush or he's been a bit off on his passes, a couple of them.
Yeah, and it looked like the receiver might have just slipped as he made his cut to come inside there. He was down a little bit low, but you're right, Mike. The ball was thrown short and low. A little bit jittery, perhaps, after interception. You want to keep it low and inside.
Well, of course, Lyles was right on that touchdown, almost pass that he had earlier in the game was dropped by his receiver. There's a handoff in the middle of the 30-yard line for the Artichokes. The Badger defense there to stop it. And I believe on the carry that time for the Artichokes was Alec Mesa, or Webley Mesa. Or Weibel, I guess is how you pronounce that. So the Scottsdale Artichokes have the football. Ready to go. Badger defense on a 3rd down and 7 for the Artichokes at their 30-yard line. Exciting ball game here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Mike Trina, Randy Keto with you. Levi Naylor on the camera work, and our replays brought to you by Luke Naylor. There's the drop back pass for Lyles. He's in trouble, fires it out, has a receiver caught at the 50-yard line near the near sideline, and finally tackled there by Leon Morgan as he comes through and makes the tackle. But what a fantastic pass play. I believe that was caught by number 2 rather. Was that Derek Brown Jr.?
No, I think it was number 3, Devin Neal. You know, the Scottsdale team has numbers 2 through 8 play both on offense and number 2 through 8 on defense. So it makes it a little confusing to know who it is.
There's the Artichokes, hand off to the far side, getting to the Badger 40-yard line to the 39 on that ball carry that time by the Artichokes. 7-0 Badgers lead, 1:35 left here in the first.
Yeah, that was number 3, Devin Neal, again with the ball carrier, who caught the previous pass, picked up about 2.5, maybe 3 yards on the play, brings up 2nd down.
So the Artichokes, Lyles, quarterback, 2nd down and 7 go at the Badger 39-yard line. Where they're back to his right, Devin Neal, 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 on the far side. Back to throw again. Good protection, steps up, he's going to run it. He's to the 35-yard line, glides and goes down at about the 32-yard line of snow. A late flag comes in, likely trying to hit the sliding quarterback.
Yeah, number 7.
John Ofahengawi, the pick 6 guy.
He came running in there, and, when the quarterback goes down, you got to be careful not to hit him. And fortunately, he slid, and John flew over the top of him, but they called the penalty even though he didn't really hit him that hard.
1:12 left in the first. That'll be a 15-yard variety against John Ofahengawi. And that'll put the Scottsdale Artichokes for a 1st down and 10 in the red zone. The Badger 18-yard line on the far hash.
Yeah, we talked about the importance of avoiding those big penalties in the game, and this one is really going to give Scottsdale a gift now as they have 1st and 10 in the red zone. Let's see if the Artichokes can capitalize.
A minute left here in the first quarter of play. Lyles with 2 wide receivers near side, 2 on the far side. Takes the snap, it's low. He picks it up, runs the far side. Good protection, fires downfield. Caught at the 5-yard line, out of bounds at the Badger 4-yard line on that far side. Fantastic pass and catch by the Artichokes.
Yeah, just real nice recovery by Lyles there as the snap was low. He dropped the ball, palmed it as he picked it up, and then rolled out to the right, found his open receiver, and hit him with perfect strike for a big gain and 1st and goal.
So the Artichokes have answered right back after the Badger pick 6. Their offense is down to Badger 4-yard line for a 1st down and goal. Last time the Badgers were inside the 5-yard line, the Artichokes held them on 4 straight plays, and they got a turnover on downs with a goal line stand. Lyles in the gun, takes snaps, going to throw it across the middle. Caught, touchdown, Scottsdale Artichokes.
Yeah, the difference there, Mike, is that Scottsdale elected to throw that football, and Lyles put it up in the air where his big receiver went up and was really the only one that was going to catch it, came down with a touchdown.
So the Artichokes are an extra point away from tying this football game up here in Scottsdale, Arizona. 7-6 our score, and into kick the extra point is the place kicker for the Artichokes. He's set to go. There's the snap. The ball's down. The left-footed kicker boots it up, and it is good. 7-7 our score here in Scottsdale, Arizona, between the 8th-ranked Scottsdale Artichokes and, of course, the 3rd-ranked Snow College Badgers. We'll be right back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Call it a path, a trail, or way through. Sometimes it's arrow straight. Other times it has unexpected twists and turns. It's life's financial journey, and Mountain America Credit Union is here to guide you every step of the way. With timely advice and affordable products, this is your journey. Let's begin together. We're Mountain America, guiding you forward.
Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. The Scottsdale Artichokes with a passing touchdown, and they have tied the game at 7. Badger offense has yet to score in this game, though. There's a kickoff going to be fielded by Morgan, and he brings it out from the end zone, gets hit, and then to about the 20-yard line is all. And that's where the Badgers will take over. So the Badger offense has not been able to move the ball against this Artichoke defense too much, Randy. And we'll see what kind of adjustments Paul.
Now's a great time to go deep at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi. Try the hot and ready deep dish lunch combo with product makes my mouth water just thinking on it. Hey, you can also go deep with a deep dish free meat treat and the deep dish. Go deep today at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jones. I'm the OBGYN here at San Pete Valley Hospital. I specialize in obstetrical care, including low and high risk deliveries, as well as gynecologic care using the latest techniques and minimally invasive surgery. After working in a busy Southern California hospital for the last 4 years, it's nice to bring my family back to rural Utah and serve the San Pete Valley and surrounding area.
Your connection for Snow College sports.
Back once again, Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. The Badgers hand it off, and up the middle goes the running back, Jalen Warren. It gets across the 20 to about 21-yard line, and that was actually Weston Barlow running the ball, and he got about 2 yards on that carry.
Yeah, good job again by the Scottsdale defensive line here, as they're just being real stingy with those runs up the middle. There just isn't a lot to gain by doing that.
Kerr in the gun, drops back to pass again, steps up through the pressure, looking outfield. He's going to run it, makes a move, gets hit, and stopped after a short gain. Not much there. The Artichoke defense is eating up Snow College right now. They're stopping the run. They're covering well downfield with their defensive backs, and the Badgers can't find an answer.
Yeah, that touchdown really inspired them, and they played real well on this series. We've got 3rd and long. Kind of a key play here for the Badgers. Let's see if they can put something together and keep this drive going.
3rd down and 8 for the Snow Badgers. They'll send out a wide receiver to the near side, Jalen Powell. Wide receiver on the far side. And now we have a timeout, it looks like. It's 4th down for Snow College. I guess there was a penalty on Snow as well, and they declined it and forced them to punt here. So the Badger punt team will come out, Randy.
Yeah, this is going to get probably or result in some decent field position for the Artichokes as the return man is standing near his 40-yard line. So let's see how the punter fares on this one.
Johnston back at his 10-yard line, takes the snap. A high snap, almost went over his head, boots it away, gets it through the blocking hands of the Artichoke defenders in there, and it takes a nice Badger bounce down to the 34-yard line. That was almost disaster.
Yeah, that one could have been really bad. Again, a high snap, and fortunately they didn't field that football and allowed it to bounce, and that took another very favorable Badger bounce, about 10 more yards on the end of that punt.
So right now it's going to be the Scottsdale Artichokes back on the field, and they just recently went downfield and drove it in for a touchdown against Snow College, and they can go up with a 14-7 score if they're able to get it on this drive here, Randy.
Yeah, you know, that penalty really changed the momentum of the game, and if Scottsdale scores on this series, Badgers are going to have to answer soon and quickly.
So right now the Scottsdale Artichokes 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Lyles in the gun, drops back to pass, good protection, throws across the far side, caught between the numbers and the sideline, and then a quick tackle there by the Badger defensive back on that far side, Leon Morgan.
Yeah, Lyles made a good decision there. He wanted to go downfield, good coverage by the Badger defense, and found his second or third outlet there, and pitched it to the far side, picked up a couple yards, brings up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10, or 2nd down and about 7 for the Scottsdale Artichokes. They move the ball up to their 37-yard line on the far hash. Lyles back to pass, throws to the near side. It's going to be caught by his wide receiver, breaks through, gets to the 40, 50-yard line, finally hit after 1st down on a big defensive hit that time by the Snow Badger secondary. I think it might have been Trace Toupe or someone in there. Maybe it was 36 for the Badgers. No, it wasn't.
I think it was number 35. I'm going to mess the name up here. He's right. Real nice hit there. Jaquez.
And that was a great play by the Badgers secondary, but a better play by Scottsdale as they got the 1st down. There's a pass out to the near side, and that is going to be incomplete off the hands of the wide receiver. And incomplete. That was intended for number 2, Derek Brown Jr., but 5'10", 157-pound sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, couldn't handle it. I think it was a little low for him.
Yeah, it was a little bit low, but it was the same, essentially the same play as they'd run before, trying to sneak that receiver underneath across the middle, and he wasn't able to field that football and catch it.
7-7 our score here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Scottsdale Artichokes with the football for a 2nd down and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Lyles, the quarterback, back to throw. He's in trouble. He's sacked on the play. Isaac Fotu gets in there, and a couple other Badgers as well.
Yeah, he was corralled there by 3 Badgers as they just stuffed that rush, and there was no place to throw the football, and Lyles couldn't get rid of it, so he had to take that sack. It's going to bring up 3rd and very long.
3rd down and long for the Scottsdale Artichokes. And right now, Lyles is set to go with his team as he has him up to the line. I don't know if is Kerr still in there, or did he have to come out for a play?
Get to the other side.
Well, it looks like he's still in there, but their wide receiver Devin Neal had come out.
There's the snap. Handoff goes to the running back up the middle, breaks through, gets to about the 45-yard line, but it's going to be well short of the 1st down. Maybe just a play there to try to set up a better punt situation for the Artichokes. If not, breaking a big running play too.
Yeah, just trying to get back to a little bit of yardage to get out of the hole here and gain back a little bit of field position at the end of this punt. But great job by the Badger defense there to hold and stop Scottsdale on this drive.
11 minutes, 57 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So 7, Scottsdale 7. The Artichoke offensive scored on a pass play, and the Badger defense has scored on a pick 6 by John Ofahengawe. There's the kick by the Scottsdale punter. Fair catch called for and fielded back at the 13-yard line for the Snow College Badgers.
Yeah, he fielded there just inside that 15, which is kind of the danger zone, right? You don't really want to let it drop, risking the ball bounces but not into the end zone. But you also don't have a chance to return it much for any yardage, so probably a good decision there by the Badger return man to catch that football.
So 1st and 10 for the Snow College Badgers as their offense comes back out on the field. They're tied with Scottsdale now 7-7. Braxton Kerr, quarterback for the Badgers, takes a high snap again, fires to the far side. It's going to be caught along the sideline to the 25-yard line, to the 30-yard line, and powering his way forward to about the 35 is the wide receiver on the far side for the Snow College Badgers. I believe it's Jalen Powell.
Yeah, Powell caught that football, but Chase Hess was out in front blocking and enabled him to pick up another 10 or 15 yards after the catch. So great downfield blocking by Chase on that play.
Badgers ready to go again. There's the go for the Badgers. Near hash go from right to left. Badgers in the white and orange. There's the snap back to Kerr. Kerr's going to fire out to the far side. Overshoots his wide receiver, Jalen Powell. Incomplete, fourth down situation. And the Badger offense continues to sputter here in Scottsdale.
Yeah, and on that play, number 81, Chase Hess, was running free right across the middle. So you might want to look for the Badgers to come back to that kind of a setup maybe in the next series or series after that, because Hess was pretty wide open across the middle, and Kerr elected to throw it to the far side.
Jacob Johnston, the 6'2", 190-pound freshman from Draper, Utah, is back to punt. There's a snap, and fumbled by the punter. He's in trouble. He's going to go down for a sack back at the 20-yard line. Oh, my goodness. That was disaster there. Now the Scottsdale Artichokes have a 1st and 10 at the Badger 20-yard line.
Yeah, those big plays that we talked about needing to avoid in order to stay out of trouble. But got to credit the Artichoke defense. They were all over that. They've put good pressure on the punter all night long, and now we've got a turnover here.
So a turnover on downs at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Scottsdale Artichokes. Another big play by the Scottsdale defense. And the Badger defense has their back against the wall here. The red zone is where the Artichokes are right now. They're on the near hash with a wide receiver on the near side and 2 wide receivers on the far side. Badger is trying to get some personnel in before the play. Here we go. 1st down and 10, and we have a timeout on the field. It's going to be called by the Is that the Scottsdale Artichokes? It is the Artichokes. We'll take a break as well. Of course, we're looking for a Sam Pete Steel man of the game. Badgers can use one here. Sam Pete Steel, done right and on time, supporting Snow College's tradition of excellence. We will be back right after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryefrom.com.
Live sport coverage of the Snow Badgers on KMTI.
Back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Scottsdale Artichokes 1st and 10 at the Badger 20-yard line. Kerr Lyles back to pass, throws one deep one-on-one coverage on the far side. Caught front corner of the end zone on the front side. On the far side, touchdown Artichokes.
Yeah, what a really nicely thrown ball by Lyles. He just threw that football up, and the receiver turned around, and the defender was there, but didn't have his eyes back on the ball. And again, a really nice throw by Lyles right there in the far corner of the end zone, touchdown.
So a 20-yard touchdown pass by Kerr Lyles. And we didn't get the number on the young man who caught the touchdown in that far front corner of the end zone. Here's the extra point try, though, by the Artichokes. There's a snap. The kick's on the way and drilled through the uprights. Good. It's Scottsdale 14, Snow College 7 here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Center on Channel 10. We'll be back right after this.
Norvest LLC, based in Moroni, Utah, is a fully integrated turkey producing and processing operation and has been for over 85 years. Now with sales of over $125 million each year. Norvest continues as a major employer in South Central Utah, employing over 500 local residents in their various divisions, including the feed department, processing plant in Moroni and Salina, hardware store, and Nutrimulch division. For the turkey product line, see details and recipes at norvest.com.
San Pete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. San Pete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. San Pete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com.
The voice of the Snow Badgers.
KMTI. Back once again, the Scottsdale Artichokes get the poor punt snap. Well, actually, it was a pretty good snap. I think it was just dropped by the punter, and then he was tackled at the 20-yard line for a turnover on downs. One pass play, and it's into the end zone from Kerr Lyles to his wide receiver. There's the kickoff to the Badgers to the 8-yard line. Leon Morgan comes up the middle, squirts free, breaks a tackle, and then gets to about the 30-yard line before he's smothered under. Going to officially be at the 32 as he gets the 1st and 10 for Snow.
Yeah, nice return there by Leon. He just sort of cut and picked his way through the coverage and was able to get a nice return out of it. Mike, you can just sort of feel the momentum changing after that penalty. We saw
Ofahengawi, right?
Yeah, he just kind of set this whole momentum swing by the Artichokes. They scored that touchdown and then come back here with a big play, another touchdown. Let's see how Snow responds.
The offense hasn't been able to do much. Jalen Warren gets the handoff, though. He gets the 45-yard line, a big run off the far hash as he's going from right to left to the 50-yard line. A nice run.
Yeah, real nice run there by Jalen, and now Badgers are pushing this ball. They want to go as quickly as they can.
Here we go. Back to Kerr again, hands it off to Warren. Warren skips past and almost gets tackled in the backfield, but prevents the tackle for a loss.
Yeah, another high snap by the center. And you don't know, some of that is perhaps a little bit by design. We see Brandon jumping up even on the low ones, but going to have to do something here to adjust the timing on these plays.
2nd and 10, there's the handoff to Warren. He's caught in the backfield. He is smothered again by the Scottsdale defense. Again in there for the Artichokes is Celestin Haba.
Yeah, their scoring has really energized their defense here, and you can see it in their defensive line. They're shuffling folks in and out as they get excited to come in and put pressure on the Badger offense.
Scottsdale 14, Snow College 7, 9, 10 left here in the second quarter. Badgers scored first to take the lead 7-0 on a pick six by John Ofahengawi. Scottsdale scored 2 passing touchdowns, come back and lead 14-7. There's a pass by Snow out to the far side, caught by Derek Wright. Wright dives forward looking for the first down, and I believe he got very, very close.
Yeah, Derek put that ball forward, and it's going to depend on the spot. It looks pretty positive for a first down. They're moving the chains, and it is first down Badgers.
Derek caused 2 Scottsdale Artichokes to collide there. And now the Badgers, of course, back to passes. No, he's going to take it and run. Kerr is to the 45, to the 35-yard line, to the 30-yard line. Another Badger first down on that great play.
Yeah, what a great decision by Braxton. He faked that pass and looked like kind of a designed quarterback draw from the beginning. And a great opening by the offensive line for Kerr to pick up that first down.
Pistol formation for Kerr. Takes his time, looks to the sideline now. Brandon Ellis is in the backfield now. 2 wide receivers near side, 1 on the far side for Kerr as he hands it off to Ellis. Ellis breaks through to the 25, 20-yard line, turns on the Jets, down to the 10-yard line, down to the 5 on a fine run by Brandon Ellis from Texas.
Yeah, what a nice run by Ellis there. Quick run right up the middle, offensive line. Did a great job of moving those defenders out of the way, and really nice run there by Brandon.
Brandon Ellis gets down to the 6-yard line for a first down and goal for Snow College. Brandon Ellis from Arlington, Texas. Kerr in pistol with Brandon Ellis behind him. Now they look to the sideline again. Keyshawn McCoy, wide receiver to the near side. Another wide out to the far side is Derek Wright. Kerr takes the snap from the 6-yard line, hands it off to Ellis. Ellis trying to get to the outside. He is smothered by that Scottsdale defense. Fantastic defensive play, this time coming in and making the play. Tavian Allen, the 6 foot, 168-pound sophomore from Avondale, Arizona.
Yeah, there just wasn't anything at all there on this near side for Brandon to try to run through. And credit again that Artichoke defense for holding now as they're bringing up the 2nd down and goal.
Loss of 4 on the play. The Badgers tried 4 straight times for a 1st and goal from the 2 to score. They could not. Kerr is back to pass, looking, pumps, now looking again. He's going to run it. He gets down to the 10-yard line, to the 5-yard line, dives in, touchdown! Braxton Kerr into the end zone. An extra point away from tying this football game.
Yeah, you could see he wanted to go to a couple of receivers. He had one on the far side in the end zone and another one kind of cutting across the middle. Both were pretty well covered, so almost on a broken play.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best 2-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
The station for Snow College Sports.
Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. The Snow College Badgers. Braxton Kerr runs in from yards out for the game-tying touchdown. The extra point with Barrett is good. The Badgers finally have an offensive score on the board, Randy.
Yeah, really on the back of Braxton. They scored on this series. And sorry, Braxton, I pronounced your name Brandon, but I'm sure the Artichoke defense after that series knows your name very well because you gave your team this chance here to score, and that was much needed score here before the half to tie it up and take away some of that momentum that had clearly switched to Scottsdale.
So 14-14 our score here in this football game. Extra point was good by Baird. Now he's going to kick it off from his own 35-yard line. One man back to receive deep for the Artichokes. Here's the kickoff by Baird. Boots it away, a high end over in kick. And McMullen back at the 1-yard line, fields it. Comes out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20-yard line between the hash marks. Gets to the inside, cuts between the hash marks. Gets to the 34-yard line before him being brought down on the play by the Badgers' Riley Smith.
Yeah, this is going to give the Artichokes real nice field position to start this drive with just under 7 minutes left in the half. Let's see how the Badger defense now can hold the Artichokes on this series.
They've scored on back-to-back drives, the Artichokes have. They've been helped out with penalties and, of course, a big turnover on a punt. Not a turnover, but a turnover on downs, if you will, as the punter dropped the ball and then got sacked. There's the handoff up the middle. Badger defense flag on the play. A big push gets a couple yards. Still no whistle sound, but finally the Badgers put it to rest there after a 2-yard pickup. And I believe, was that Devin with the carry again, or did Lyles take that?
Looked like Lyles may have carried it himself, but we've got a penalty against the Artichokes.
And that will march the Artichokes back. As they march him back, was a holding call. It's going 10 yards, it looks like, so it must have been a hold of some sort.
Yeah, I didn't see the official make the call. It looked like it was just a 5-yard penalty, though. Brings up first down and 15.
First and 15 for the Artichokes. There's the handoff to running back up the middle. He is met and stopped there by the Badger defense. A yard pickup maybe on that. The tackle on the play by the Badgers, Parker Workman, the defensive end.
Yeah, good job by Parker there. Looks like we've got an injured Artichoke here on the field, so we may take a little bit of timeout break here.
All right, 6:26 left in the second quarter. Snow 14, Scottsdale 14. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zion's dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Channel 10, the injured player for the Scottsdale Artichokes, Efrain Sagvino Jr., the 6'4", 308-pound sophomore offensive lineman from Tucson. He kind of walked off under his own power, but I believe he's coming to the training table right now, and hopefully he'll be all right.
Yeah, gingerly putting a little bit of weight on that right ankle. He was at the bottom of that pile in the last play.
Lyles back pass, throws out. It's be incomplete at the 40-yard line between the numbers and the near sideline. Coverage on the play by the Badgers defensive back there. One of the D-backs, I think it was TJ Kautai. But it's incomplete.
Yeah, well overthrown. Really didn't give his receiver much of a chance to catch that ball, as it was an easy 10 yards beyond the receiver and the defender. Brings up third down and long here, so a needed stop by the Badger defense and get that offense on the field again.
Ready to go. Lyles back to pass. Kerr looking with time. Rolls to the near sideline. Flag on the play. The 30-yard line. He throws it downfield. Caught, but down at about the first down marker. So this is a critical penalty here, as that will be at the 47-yard line. Enough for the first down for the Artichokes on a nice job by Kerr to buy himself time and find a receiver downfield.
Yeah, as he rolled out to the right, though, he had a penalty. Looked like one of those offensive linemen was perhaps caught holding, and that's indeed what it is. They're going to back up the Badgers here and make it third and even longer.
Well, it looked like on that far defensive end slot, Isaac Fotu had gotten through, was held up, as you see on our Centricom Channel 10 Insta replay. Good call by the officials there. The 22-yard line, it's going to be third down and a long 20-something. They need to get to the 46-yard line for a first down at their own 22-yard line, so about 24 to go. Third and 24 for Kerr Lyles. Drops back with four wide receivers. Back to throw. Throws one deep on the far side. It's going to be caught for the first down at the 49-yard line. What a fantastic pass and a beautiful catch.
Yeah, what a great catch. And at the beginning of this play, Mike, I wanted to say how important this down was. These are one of those big plays that you don't want to give up. And credit the Artichokes. Lyles stood in the pocket, took a big hit, but put that ball on the money for his receiver to catch. Picked up first down.
So first and 10 on a third and 24, and the Badgers unable to stop it. And the Scottsdale offense continues to move at the 50-yard line. There's the snap. Handoff comes to the near side. Turn to the inside by Nevis. And then a tackle there at the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard on pickup. Nevis did a great job getting in there, and Taolangi fishes him off on the tackle.
Yeah, real good pursuit there by number 93, Taolangi, to hold the runner to just less than a yard pickup. So second and long here. Badger defense needs to tighten up and avoid a score here before the end of the half.
5 minutes left in the second quarter of play. 14-14 our score. The Artichokes have two passing touchdowns by Kerr Lyles. He's at the 49 of Snow for a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here comes the rush. Fires it out to the near side. Going to be caught at the Badger 34-yard line for a first down. Then out of bounds. The wide receiver making the catch. And I believe that was Devin Neal again.
Yeah, it is. Neal's been there to catch that big ball from Lyles. And another really nice throw here, catching it and running out of bounds and moving the chains for another Artichoke first down.
So Scottsdale still moving the ball with the arm of Kerr Lyles. The Badgers have not been able to get consistent pressure on him to force him out of the pocket. He's able to put the ball where he wants it. Got a 3rd and 24 for a first down on a pass. And now throws a big pass play to get to Badger territory at the 30-yard line on the near hash. Lyles in the shotgun, back to throw. Fires one out the far side, looking for a receiver. Is going to be caught again on the back shoulder. 1st and goal for Scottsdale at the 7-yard line.
You know, they scored on that exact same play in their series before. And, again, a real nice throw by Kerr Lyles as he put that ball up. Receiver turned around, and, again, the defender with his back to the ball really had no play, and a nice completion for the Artichokes.
So 1st and goal for Scottsdale as they cannot be stopped by this Badger defense. And, you know, one of the problems is, Randy, is the Badger offense hasn't been able to have sustained drive in the game as well. But the Badgers are deep defensively. Their defensive backs are just getting beaten here. Good passing, though, by Kerr Lyles. 1st and goal, Lyles back to throw. Fires one to the end zone with a receiver. Incomplete, just too high, otherwise that was 6.
Yeah, that was just an overthrown ball, and Lyles wishes he had that one again because his receiver was there. He just overthrew him by about 10 or 12 inches, and he'll want that one back again.
So that'll be a 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line for the Artichokes, threatening to take the lead yet again. 14-14 our score, 3:44 left in the first half of play. Badgers trying to stop Kerr Lyles and his Texas slinging arm there. Of course, he's not from Texas. He's from Arizona, but it sounded better to say Texas, didn't it?
Well, he's throwing like he's from Texas tonight.
Back to pass, throwing out to the 9-yard line. He gets hit as he throws. Good pressure there. It falls incomplete. Good pressure by the Badgers. Noah Purcell, the linebacker, forced an early throw to his running back out of the backfield.
Yeah, we talked early before the game started about how important that would be tonight for the Badgers to put some pressure on Lyles. They've done that on a few plays, but they need more of that here if they are to stop the Artichokes and keep them out of the end zone.
Stops the clock with that incomplete pass with 3:41 left in the second quarter. 14-14 our score. Scottsdale 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. Kerr Lyles in the gun, 2 wide receivers near side, 1 on the far side. We have a timeout by Doug Medoski, the head coach of the Scottsdale Artichokes, and we'll take one as well. We'll be back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centercom Channel 10.
Call it a path, a trail, or way through. Sometimes it's arrow straight. Other times it has unexpected twists and turns. It's life's financial journey, and Mountain America Credit Union is here to guide you every step of the way. With timely advice and affordable products, this is your journey. Let's begin together. We're Mountain America, guiding you forward.
Now's a great time to go deep at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi. Try the hot and ready deep dish lunch combo with 4 slices of Detroit-style deep dish pizza with pepperoni and 1 20-ounce Pepsi product. Makes my mouth water just thinking on it. Hey, you can also go deep with a deep dish 3-meat treat and the deep dish ultimate pizzas, and you'll have a hard time wiping that satisfied smile off your face. Go deep today at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi.
You're listening to Snow College Sports Station.
Back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centercom Channel 10. Mike Trainer and Keetle with you. 3:41 left in the second quarter. And the Badgers tied with Scottsdale 14-14 with Scottsdale with 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. Kerr Lyles in the shotgun for the Artichokes. 3 wide receivers near side, 1 on the far side. And the Badgers hold is the question here. Here's the snap. Lyles trying to get it off, throws to the end zone, caught, and a touchdown to the Artichokes yet again.
Yeah, real nice slant pass here to the near side, and Lyles just threw a bullet right into his receiver, and a touchdown for the Artichokes. A nice timeout by the coaching staff here in Scottsdale to talk about that play, set it up, and run a play that really was just a score by a great throw and a good catch in the end zone.
So the Artichokes lead this football game 20-14 with 3:37 left in the first half. Here's the snap for the extra point. And they say they have some movement, and the whistle sound, and they're going to stop play here, Randy.
Yeah, it looks like we've got procedure against the Artichokes, so they'll back them up, kick it from 5 yards further out. But the kicker here for Scottsdale has been very, very consistent. Missed only one attempt in nearly 65 tries here in his career at Scottsdale. So he's been very, very consistent, and let's see if he can do that same thing from 5 yards out.
Alfredo Marquez is the kicker for the Artichokes. Marquez is set to go for this 25-yard extra point. The left-footed kicker is ready to go. Marquez set. Here's the snap. Kick is on the way, and he gets a nice hold of it and kicks it through good. 21-14 our score. The Artichokes take the lead again on Carlisle's arm. 3 passing touchdowns against the Badgers secondary. We'll be back right after this on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jones. I'm the OBGYN here at San Pete Valley Hospital. I specialize in obstetrical care, including low and high-risk deliveries, as well as gynecologic care using the latest techniques and minimally invasive surgery. After working in a busy Southern California hospital for the last 4 years, it's nice to bring my family back to rural Utah and serve the San Pete Valley and surrounding area.
Work for me!
Honey, are you okay?
Is his internet constipated?
What?
You heard me. Does he suffer from buffer?
Yes.
Well, don't suffer anymore. You don't need a magic unicorn to get things flowing again with fiber-fast internet from MTCC.
Side effects may include smooth video streaming, incredible online gaming experiences, the ability to use multiple devices at the same time, and an overall feeling of giddiness. You may even giggle. It's that fast. Some restrictions may apply, not available in all areas.
The home of the Snow Badgers.
There's the kickoff on the way by the Scottsdale Artichokes, and it's going to bounce around at the 9-yard line. Finally picked up by Snow, and down the sideline of the 15-yard line, hammered out of bounds on a big hit as that was brought back by Weston Barlow. And boy, the Badgers really had some issues back there, and now the Badgers in a hole here as they're inside their 20-yard line now, and we do have an injured player on the field. Maybe for Scottsdale, the one who delivered that blow, maybe the one that's injured.
Yeah, it is, Mike. He really led with his helmet, and he just went right down after he hit the Badger return man. And let's hope this young man's okay, because they immediately went to him on the sideline with the coaches and the medical attention.
Well, we appreciate our sponsors of this broadcast: Zions Bank, Robinson Transport, Central Valley Medical Center, Centricom Channel 10, Cache Valley Bank, St. Pete Steel, Snow College, Norbest LLC, Little Caesars, Mountain America Credit Union, Intermountain San Pete Hospital, Manti Telephone, CO Building Systems, and Douglas Dentistry. And the Badgers, of course, scored first in this one, Randy. It was a pick six by John Ofahengawi as he returned it about 65 yards for the touchdown on the interception. Badgers led 7-0. Then the Artichokes scored 2 touchdown passes. What sparked it was a penalty on the Badgers as John Ofahengawi came in as the quarterback was sliding and tried to hit him. He got a little bit of contact. Didn't hurt him, we're thankful. But he did pick up a 50-yard penalty. That led to a passing touchdown by the quarterback, Carlisle. And then the Scottsdale Artichoke defense did a number on the Badgers, stopping Snow again. And Carlisle goes back to work with a pass and scores another touchdown to make it 14-7. And the Badgers just come back and finally get a rushing touchdown to Braxton Kerr to then tie it up at 14. But then here comes Carlisle's again. 3rd and 24. Makes a pass downfield for a first down. A 25-yard pickup. Then he throws a pass on the near side of the field to Devin Neal, and he catches it at the 30-yard line down to the 20, and then a 20-yard touchdown pass on the far side on the fade pattern as he gets it in. Another touchdown. Actually, this one was across the middle as he got it on a nice slant, as you called, of course. And, boy, Carlisle's, the Badgers can't stop the Wisconsin transfer quarterback right now.
Boy, he has just thrown strikes all night long as he's zipped that last one in with like he was shooting a bullet right into his receiver's stomach for a touchdown. But the passes off the into the end zone and fading it up there on the far side has really been something that he's done all year long. Is they've had a lot of good things to say about this quarterback, but you're right, Mike, he's been on target all night. Badger defenders have not been able to put a lot of pressure on him, and he's thrown great footballs to his receivers this evening, and that's been a difference in the game. The things we talked about at the beginning, those penalties that set up the first touchdown, and then the big plays that the Badger defense gave up on third down, and then touchdown passes that have given the Artichokes a lead here tonight.
All right. Well, a special shout out to Steve Coburn, the former Snow Badger head coach, as he is tuning into our broadcast. Want to say hello to him. It's Samuel Garcia, who is injured, the 5'10", 194-pound sophomore from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And it's a hand as he comes off the field. As, boy, we hope he is all right. It's good to see him walking off under his own power, not off in a stretcher.
Yeah, he's you can tell he's a little bit groggy, and they'll put him on the bench there and go through that concussion protocol. But good thing he's walking off on his own power.
Quick pass on the far side, and then hit the backfield and tackled for a loss is Barlow, the running back. As boy, they blew that play up at Scottsdale, and now it's going to be a 2nd down and 15 for Snow. That was a pass in the backfield, and then a quick tackle by the Scottsdale defense.
Yeah, they read it well.
Another high snap, and the tackle in the backfield on the handoff is going to be the running back again, Barlow, and no gain, another loss in the play, and boy, the Badger offensive line cannot keep Braxton Kerr protected, and boy, they're just struggling with those high snaps again.
Yeah, they really are, and I think it's throwing the timing of the offense. Give Scottsdale pretty good field position with a couple minutes left in the half.
If the Badgers don't have a high snap over the punter's head or some disaster as we had last time. Now Johnston is about 8 yards deep in his end zone to punt this one away. There's the snap right on target. The kick is almost blocked, may have been tipped. Bounces at the Badger 40-yard line, takes a bad bounce to the 50, and then now into Scottsdale territory. So all in all, that punt ends up being very productive for Snow College, although it was almost blocked as they bought the house.
Yeah, they did bring the house. They got a penalty, and I wonder if it might be on Scottsdale. It looked like the man jumping up had a little help doing that. And that's what they called. They called leaping on Scottsdale. A little assistance for that defender to try to block that punt, and you can't do that. And so that's going to bring up another punt here by the Badgers, and maybe give them a better shot to pin Scottsdale a little bit deeper.
So now we have a stoppage in play here as the officials are now talking. We'll see what the...
Well, you know, Mike, it looks like they're going to give the Badgers here a first down. So with that penalty, which results in an automatic first down for leaping, the Badgers take over here on continue the drive.
So the Badgers get a huge break here. There's a handoff to Jalen Warren on the near side. Gets to the 3-yard line between the numbers and the near sideline and gets close to 8 yards on that carry. Nice job by the Badgers there. Boy, what looked like could have been disaster is turned good for Snow on that penalty.
Well, and we'll look at it again here on the replay. You can clearly see on the previous play, on that punting play, that one of the Artichokes jumped on the back of his teammate to try to jump up and block that punt, which you just can't do.
2:11 left here in the second quarter. It's Snow trailing Scottsdale 21-14. The 8th-ranked team trying to upset the 3rd-ranked team in the country. 3 wide receivers on the far side, 1 to the near side. Braxton Kerr is in the shotgun. Drops back to throw, steps up through the pressure. Now comes to the near side, looking downfield, tucks it under the 20-yard line between the numbers and the near sideline. Slides at the 21-yard line as he picks up a loss of about 2.
Well, he picked up about 10. They had a penalty on the previous play, so he picked up about 8 yards on that one. But again, that Badger offense has been pushed back by penalties going the wrong way and getting almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
There's a delayed handoff, goes to Jalen Warren, squirts to the outside, head of steam, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, gets up to the 28-yard line, and that'll be a 3rd down and long for Snow College. Little paw play by Snow. Go ahead.
This series is important here for the Badgers to finish strong in this half. Even if they don't score, they need a little bit of momentum back going into that locker room.
Back to pass, Braxton Kerr in trouble. Scrambles out of the pocket, looks downfield, throws, going to be caught. Keyshawn McCoy has the first down at the 36-yard line of Snow College. Ball pops out, diving for it. And 2 players have their hands on the ball, but was that ball dead is the question.
Well, that's what the official looked like they're going to do. They're going to call it down as one official is standing on about the 36-yard line. But credit Braxton on that play for just keeping it alive and getting out of the pocket, rolling to his left, which is a difficult throw back across the middle to make completion for the first down.
Badger now back to pass again. There's a throw out to the near side, the 40-yard line, and then making a catch is the Badger receiver now. Did the ball pop out? Was it incomplete is the question. Now their defensive player is standing on top of Keyshawn McCoy, not letting him up. And I'm not sure if it popped out or it was ripped away.
Well, it looks like they're going to give him the completion, which is what I thought he had. He was down on the ground. I think that's when they
So the Badgers now back to Kerr. Another high snap, pass out to the far side. It's caught there to the 40-yard line. And now getting up is Derek Wright, gets to the first down marker and goes down. It may be a 1st and 10 for Snow.
Yeah, real nice catch and run there by Derek. It's going to be real close to the first down, and looks like they're giving him spotting the ball just short of the marker, so bring up 2nd down.
And the Badgers will burn a timeout here with 32 seconds left, trailing 21-14. 2nd down and short at the Scottsdale 43-yard line. We'll keep it right here as Mountain America Credit Union sponsors our end zone, and we appreciate them for our stats as well. Mountain America Credit Union, guiding you forward with affordable financial services and expert advice. Details at macu.com. Also, we'll have our Little Caesars Player of the Game coming up for you during our post-game show. Little Caesars makes their dough fresh in-house every day and uses 100% mozzarella and Munster cheeses. And, of course, Sanpete Steel is our Steelman Player of the Game honor. Sanpete Steelman of the Game gets a Sanpete Steel hoodie. One of the major steel fabricators in the Intermountain West, Sanpete Steel. Well, great to have you along on the broadcast here from Scottsdale, Arizona. It's the 8th-ranked Scottsdale Artichokes leading the 3rd-ranked Snow College Badgers by a score of 21-14 with 32 seconds left here in the first half. Badgers trying to get into scoring position, Randy.
Yeah, they'd really like to score here before the end of the half. And they picked up the first down. Derek was able to stretch it out. They pulled markers, and 1st and 10 here for the Badgers on about the 37-yard line. Let's see what they can do with the 32 seconds left in the half.
Jalen Warren to the left of Kerr, who's in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, and the 2 wide receivers on the near side. Jalen Powell and Keyshawn McCoy both take off before the ball is snapped. So it'll be a 1st and 15, and those are the type of plays coming out of a timeout you cannot afford if you're playing the 8th-ranked team on the road.
No, you really can't, and especially when you're needing a score here before the half to give you that momentum, you just don't want to do that.
1st and 15 from the Scottsdale 42. Kerr is back to throw. Steps up, fires one to the far side. It's going to be caught by the Badgers. Chase Hess, he's to the 25-yard line. Goes out of bounds. I believe it's Hess on that far side. He made that reception to the Scottsdale 24.
Yeah, it was Chase, and what a great catch there. The defender kind of took a risk, gambled that he might be able to catch that football and intercept it, and he wasn't able to do that, and so a nice pickup for the 19 seconds left in the half here. Let's see what the Badgers have here to get themselves in the end zone.
So Kerr is on the far hash of the 20-yard line of the Scottsdale Artichokes. Second down, about 6 to go. He dropped back in the shotgun, steps up through the pressure, looking, fires downfield. It's going to be caught. Jalen Powell is at the 10-yard line, squirts inside the 9-yard line, then thrown out of bounds, and he's thrown just out of bounds. The official was winding the clock and then called it dead, maybe because they have to move the sticks. I'm not sure.
Well, it looked like he was going to keep the clock running, and then he kind of bounced out, and they gave him credit for getting out of bounds. But you're right, Mike. They are moving the chains. Let's see what they do with the play clock here at the after they spot the football.
Badgers with a timeout, trailing 21-14 with 10 seconds left. Maybe one shot at the end zone for Paul Peterson's team, and then you bring on the field goal unit because you got one timeout left on the clock. So we'll run a play maybe to the end zone and see what happens.
Yeah, I think that's what you're looking at, Mike, here. They do want to score. They need to put points on the board, walk into that locker room feeling a little better about this half than they do right now because Scottsdale has come out. They've played aggressively. They've taken advantage of the mistakes that Snow has made here in the first half, and they have a 7-point lead. So if you can cut into that going into the locker room, you got to feel a little bit better about your chances as you come back out in the second half.
So at the 10-yard line, the Badgers have the ball. First down and goal, they're going to call it. I guess the nose of that football must barely be touching that line because it looks like most of the football is outside the 10. But first and goal with 10 seconds left in the first half, 21-14. The Artichokes lead. Let's look at your Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard. Here comes the Badgers offense out on the field again. And we'll see what Paul Peterson's drawing up in that Boston College quarterback mind of his.
Well, I can guarantee you that we're probably not going to see too many runs out of this set here of downs as we go into the end of the half.
Keyshawn McCoy, Jalen Powell, and Chase Hess on the near side. 3 wide receivers back to passes her. Looking, fires, caught by Keyshawn McCoy at the 2-yard line and down to the 3, and with 3 seconds left, they're going to call a timeout and bring the field goal unit on, or do they go for the touchdown now? What's Paul Peterson going to do here? I don't see the field goal unit coming out, but they do burn their final timeout. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Benjamin Franklin must have had dental and oral health in mind when he said an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Douglas Dentistry offers many preventive dental treatment options, including checkups and cleanings for the whole family. Hi, this is Dr. Douglas. Let us care for all your family's dental health.
Douglas Dentistry is located in Ephraim at 41 West, 700 South, across from Los Amigos. Ask about our in-house dental benefit program for those without insurance.
Call 283-3800. That's 283-3800. And remember, prevention is best medicine.
This is Snow College Sport Action on KMTI.
Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trina, Randy Keel with you. Decision time for Paul Peterson, the head coach of the Snow Badgers. He's got it for a second and goal at the 3-yard line with 3 seconds left. Not enough time to run 2 plays. It's one play, either kick the field goal with James Baird, which should be a sure field goal here, or you try for the end zone.
Well, you would think the field goal would be pretty sure, but looks like they're sending the offense out here to try to push this thing into the end zone. And credit Coach Peterson for taking a gamble at the end of the half here. And let's see if that offensive line can push into the end zone and get a score for the Badgers.
Pistol formation. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Jalen Powell, goes to the right side, gets tackled at the 1-yard line and stopped again by the Scottsdale defense. The second goal line stand by the Artichokes, and they prevent the Badgers from scoring And we'll go to halftime with the Badgers down 21-14 of the 8th-ranked Artichokes. And Randy, I have not been impressed with the play calls inside the first goal situation. I haven't been impressed with that call there. Running play at 2. Hey, Jalen Warren does it. The Scottsdale defense has stopped you all first half long. Maybe a better chance trying to roll out and get something in the passing end zone there.
Well, you can always second guess those plays because they didn't score, right?
Yes, exactly.
If he scored, it'd been a great call by Coach Peterson, but boy, credit I believe it was big number 90, Irene, I'm going to mess this one up too, Guamo here, who is the defensive tackle, sophomore out of Seattle, Washington, came up with that great tackle of Warren right at the 1-yard line and just stopped the offense here. And really, they've kind of been sputtering all half, and let's hope that they can regroup a little bit in the locker room and come out with a little more aggressiveness, and particularly as they get into the red zone now. They've been stopped twice, as you said, Mike, by the Artichokes, and really they could have had a couple more touchdowns and been, leading walking into that locker room. Now they find themselves down 7 as they take that long walk at halftime.
Well, one of those 3 or 4 plays on the first and goal from the 2 that gets in, and we're saying a different story. What a great play call here. Or here, Jalen Warren with 3 seconds left runs and gets stopped at the 1. What a great play if he gets into the end zone. But it did happen that way, and of course, it's easy to second guess in the booth up here, isn't it?
Absolutely. It looks great. We've got air conditioning, and
we're the best coaches in the planet here.
nice view of the field, but you got to credit the Artichokes. They come in. They know that snow's going to be a great game every year, and we knew that we would not see the kind of scoring that we've seen from these 3 teams, averaging 60 points and 50 points a game as they did in the first 3 games. Here we have ourselves a good defensive battle and some great offensive plays coming from quarterback Lyles on the Artichoke side, and Warren running the football. But the Badgers have got to do some homework now and regroup as they come out with the offense, and particularly with the timing of those high snaps that we talked about all first half. Let's see if they can correct that and get back on track offensively.
All right, the Snow College Badgers trail the Scottsdale Artichokes by a score of 21-14 here at halftime. We'll take a break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. It's our halftime show. We'll be back right after this and have our halftime show.
Hi, this is Kevin Madsen with Cache Valley Bank. Is your good old truck not as good as it used to be? Do you need a more dependable set of wheels? Then cruise on over to Cache Valley Bank. We offer great rates, low fees, and quick service on our auto loans. Come and apply today in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, or Fairview. You'll be glad you did. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC.
One of the largest turkey producers and processors in the U.S., Norbest LLC and their group of independent turkey growers produce over 5 million turkeys a year with sales of over $125 million a year, employing over 500 South Central Utah residents. Their state-of-the-art facility processes millions of pounds of quality Norbest whole turkeys and other popular Norbest turkey products. Norbest, serving the U.S. for over 85 years. For more information, go to norbest.com.
San Pete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and has grown to be one of the major steel fabricator and erectors in the Intermountain West. The management and staff recognizes the dedication and hard work of the Snow College athletic teams and hopes their support assists the athletic programs in continuing their traditions of excellence. San Pete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time. Honored sponsor the Snow Badgers Steelman play of the game.
It's time to supercharge your internet. The fastest speeds in the area from Centricom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centricom.com to supercharge your internet today.
Looking for an affordable education? Come check out Snow College. Snow has the lowest cost tuition and housing in Utah. In fact, you can live in student housing for less than staying in your parents' basement and attending a university. At Snow College, it's all about you, where you get individualized education and one-on-one time with your professors in very small classes, even a freshman taking general eds. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. Just about everywhere, your children and grandchildren see Zions' dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully support the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports podcast.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with the subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home business, including all trim accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim, 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Your connection for Snow College sports.
Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trainer, Randy Keetle along with you. Halftime score, the Scottsdale Artichokes are leading Snow College Badgers by a score of 21-14. I tell you, the Badgers seem like they're taking control of this game early on, but the Scottsdale Artichokes, of course, have come back and with the arm of Kerr Lyles have really put some damage on the Snow College Badgers with that arm, as he scored 3 passing touchdowns in this game, and his team leads 21-14 over the third-ranked team in the country.
Yeah, accepting that interception was a pick six and kind of got the scoring started in the ball game. Lyles has been right on target with his passes, bullets, and nice fades into the end zone, and he's really thrown the ball well tonight. And look for the defense of the Badgers to start to draw up some plays. They've got to get more pressure on him to disrupt his throwing and, take away the accurate passes by putting pressure on him to get him out of the pocket and give their offense a chance to get that ball back.
Well, I've been impressed with the Scottsdale defense most of all in this game. They've really been able to hurt on the Snow offense as they've held them. They've really corralled them. They've made some great defensive plays, of course, against the Snow Badgers. And I'm just impressed with, of course, a couple of guys. One of them that comes to mind is Celestin Haba, the 6'2", 235-pound sophomore from Columbia, South Carolina. He has played well in this game, and you've had Tavian Allen make several plays in this game for the Scottsdale Artichoke defense, the sophomore from Avondale, Arizona, and just quite a few that have been out there making some great plays for the Scottsdale Artichokes.
Yeah, we've called Celestin's number a couple times tonight, and he's played well, and the defense in general has really gotten charged as the offense has been able to put points on the board, and of course that's always important for the defense to know that they've got an offense that's producing. So let's see how their emotionally driven team comes out here in the second half. I believe that they're going to get the football as they deferred in the first half, and so they should come out slinging, and let's see if the Badgers are finding ways here in the locker room to put more pressure on Miles.
All right, the Badgers trail the Scottsdale Artichokes. And, of course, right now it's 21-14 at halftime. We do want to pass along to you that the fourth-ranked Snow College women's volleyball team improved to 18-1 on the season with a 3-1 win over Southern Nevada today. They're 18-1 on the season. Snow will travel to number 5 Salt Lake Community College on Friday, and then number 3 Southern Idaho on Saturday. So the Scenic West Athletic Conference has the number 3, 4, and 5 teams in the nation right now. Snow at 3, Southern Idaho at 3, Snow at 4, and Salt Lake Community College at number 5. And of course, Snow plays both of those teams on the road. Thanks to Jeff Reynolds, the head coach of the volleyball team, for getting us that information. Also, Gary Chittister let us know a little bit earlier about some soccer scores. The women's soccer team tied with Salt Lake today 2-2. The men's soccer team lost today to Salt Lake by a score of 1-0. So there's some scores for you as well for Snow College athletics. We're going to take a break here, and Doug Johnson has sent us our stats via email as he is watching online back in Ephraim and doing the stats for us. So we'll have stats via Doug Johnson without his great sounding voice coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Call it a path, a trail, or way through. Sometimes it arrows straight. Other times it has unexpected twists and turns. It's life's financial journey, and Mountain America Credit Union is here to guide you every step of the way. With timely advice and affordable products, this is your journey. Let's begin together. We're Mountain America, guiding you forward.
Now's a great time to go deep at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi. Try the hot and ready deep dish lunch combo with 4 slices of Detroit-style deep dish pizza with pepperoni and 1 20-ounce Pepsi product. Makes my mouth water just thinking on it. Hey, you can also go deep with a deep dish 3-meat treat and the deep dish ultimate pizzas, and you'll have a hard time wiping that satisfied smile off your face. Go deep today at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jones. I'm the OBGYN here at San Pete Valley Hospital. I specialize in obstetrical care, including low and high-risk deliveries, as well as gynecologic care using the latest techniques and minimally invasive surgery. After working in a busy Southern California hospital for the last 4 years, it's nice to bring my family back to rural Utah and serve the San Pete Valley and surrounding area.
Honey, are you okay?
Is his internet constipated?
What?
You heard me. Does he suffer from the buffer?
Yes.
Well, don't suffer anymore. You don't need a magic unicorn to get things flowing again with fiber-fast internet from MTCC.
Side effects may include smooth video streaming, incredible online gaming experiences, the ability to use multiple devices at the same time, and an overall feeling of giddiness. You may even giggle. It's that fast. Some restrictions may apply, not available in all areas.
Live sport coverage of the Snow Badgers on KMTI.
We're back once again during our halftime show here on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Snow College Badgers trail the Scottsdale Artichokes by a score of 21-14. The Badgers had a first and goal at the 10-yard line and then made it down to the 3-yard line with 3 seconds left, called a timeout, elected to go for it, and, of course, got stopped at the 1-yard line on a run by Jalen Warren. So the Scottsdale Artichokes going to the locker room leading by 7, stopping the Badgers on a first and goal twice in the first half, Randy. And it's got to be debilitating for the Badger offense and really a boost in the arm for the 8th-ranked team in the nation on their upset bid here in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah, it sure does, Mike. You have a goal line stand like that is important during the game, but to do it twice really can give you momentum and confidence on that defensive side of the football. Let's look and see how they come out here in the second half. They've done a good job of stopping the Snow offense, keeping them out of the end zone, and that's been the difference in our ball game tonight is those goal line stands that the Artichokes have made.
Let's take a look at Mountain America Credit Union stats. Show your school pride with a Snow College debit card from Mountain America Credit Union, available now at the Ephraim branch. Mountain America Credit Union, guiding you forward. Visit macu.com. Here's some first half stats, team stats, courtesy of Doug Johnson.
Yeah, thank you, Doug, for these stats. For the first half, first downs for Snow 14, Scottsdale 21. Rushing yards, Snow College 28 attempts, 79 yards, and Scottsdale 13 attempts and 50 yards. So Snow out rushing the Artichokes in the first half for a total of 127. Sorry, those are passing yards, 127 and 170 for Scottsdale. So Scottsdale with the passing edge in terms of net yardage, and total offense 50 attempts, 50 plays for Snow, 206 yards for the Badgers, 34 plays for Scottsdale, 220 yards for the Artichokes. So the Artichokes with the edge in terms of total offense and yardage in the first half. We've also seen one interception for the Snow Badgers. That resulted, of course, in the pick six, 77 yards for the touchdown. Scottsdale was not able to come up with any interceptions or turnovers that way in the first half, but both teams punted 3 times. Snow for an average of 45 yards, Scottsdale for an average of 44 yards. A couple turnovers on part of the Badgers. They lost one of those, and Scottsdale also lost a turnover. So even in terms of turning the ball over, but again, a little bit of a sloppy play here from Snow College. They had 5 penalties for 30 yards, but the Badgers had 6 penalties for 44, but it seemed like the Snow penalties really came and hurt them and had a big impact on the game, whereas the Scottsdale penalties didn't seem to have too much of an impact in terms of the score.
Yeah, the red zone opportunities there are kind of glaring, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. If you look at the red zone scores, chances, the Badgers had just 1 for 3, and Scottsdale was perfect, 3 out of 3. So that's been the difference in the ball game, as we talked about. It's going to be real important, I think, for the Badgers to come out and, again, find a way to put some pressure on Lyles and be able to take him out of his rhythm he's gotten here in the first half and given his team the lead.
All right, let's take a look at some individual stats here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10 as we take a look at the Snow Badgers. Jalen Warren, 12 rushes for 37 yards. Also, Braxton Kerr has 7 rushes for 37 yards and a touchdown. And Brandon Ellis has 5 rushes for 24 yards in this football game. Braxton Kerr is 13 of 22 for 127 yards. No touchdowns. He's been sacked once. Receiving, Derek Wright, 4 catches for 51 yards. Keyshawn McCoy, 3 catches for 24 yards. Chase Hess, 2 catches for 24 yards. And Jalen Powell, 2 catches for 18 yards. And right now, Jacob Johnston, 3 punts for an average of 46 yards a punt, 45.7. His long has been 48, 2 inside the 20. But then he had that one that was snapped. He was tackled for a loss back at the 20-yard line that resulted in a touchdown after that as well. Defensively, Sherwin Lavaca has 3 tackles in this football game. Parker Workman, 3 tackles. And, of course, Leon Morgan has 2 tackles in this football game. As we take a look at our scoring summary, at the 2:54 mark of the first quarter, Snow's Ofahengawi intercepted the pass from Kerr Lyles, went 77 yards back the other way for the touchdown. The bear kick was good. It was 7-0 Snow College. And Scottsdale scored with 19 seconds left in the first quarter. It was a 4-yard pass from Kerr Lyles. And that was a 7-play, 73-yard drive. Took 2 minutes, 35 seconds. They were tied at 7 at that point. Scottsdale takes the lead with 10:24 in the second quarter as it was a 20-yard touchdown pass from Kerr Lyles. And that was a 1-play, 20-yard drive that they scored off. That was that bad snap on the punt. The Badgers would come back, and Braxton Kerr, with 7:07 left in the second quarter, rushes it in from 10 yards out. The James Baird kick was good. It was an 8-play, 68-yard drive. It took 3 minutes, 17 seconds left. That tied the game at 14. But here came Kerr Lyles again. With 3:37 left in the first half, Devin Neal caught the 6-yard touchdown pass from Kerr Lyles, and the kick was good by Marquez. And that was a 9-play, 65-yard drive that took 3 minutes, 30 seconds. And that's where we stand here as the Artichokes lead the Badgers by a score of 21-14. We'll take a break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. That was, of course, our Mountain America Credit Union stats. We'll be back for second half action in 2.5 minutes on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Benjamin Franklin must have had dental and oral health in mind when he said an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Douglas Dentistry offers many preventive dental treatment options, including checkups and cleanings for the whole family. Hi, this is Dr. Douglas. Let us care for all your family's dental health.
Douglas Dentistry is located in Ephraim at 41 West, 700 South, across from Los Amigos. Ask about our in-house dental benefit program for those without insurance.
Call 283-3800. That's 283-3800. And remember, prevention is the best medicine.
Hi, this is Kevin Matson with Cache Valley Bank. Is your good old truck not as good as it used to be? Do you need a more dependable set of wheels? Then cruise on over to Cache Valley Bank. We offer great rates, low fees, and quick service on our auto loans. Come and apply today in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, or Fairview. You'll be glad you did. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC.
One of the largest turkey producers and processors in the U.S., Norbest LLC and their group of independent turkey growers produce over 5 million turkeys a year with sales of over $125 million a year, employing over 500 South Central Utah residents. Their state-of-the-art facility processes millions of pounds of quality Norbest whole turkeys and other popular Norbest turkey products. Norbest, serving the U.S. for over 85 years. For more information, go to norbest.com.
The voice of the Snow Badgers.
We're back once again in Scottsdale, Arizona. The 8th-ranked Scottsdale Artichokes leading the 3rd-ranked Snow College Badgers, 21-14 at halftime. Big development in the National Junior College Athletic Football ranks as the number 2 team in the country fell today to Garden City, Kansas. Iowa Western is ranked ahead of Snow College at number 2, and Garden City wins that contest 16-13 today. And, of course, that means if the Badgers can somehow come back and win this football game against the Scottsdale Artichokes, they could be the number 2 ranked team in the country as they get the victory, of course, here tonight. But they've got a tall hill to climb.
Yeah, they've got to take care of some business, especially here in this second half. That as you look at the two teams coming out on the field, Mike, the Artichokes are kind of jumping around. The players have their helmets off. They're smiling a little bit and feeling a little bit of music. And the Badgers on the far side are kind of huddled up. They're talking about things. And so let's see how these two very different teams come out here in the second half as they approach this kickoff here, where the Badgers are going to give the ball to the Artichokes, and we'll see real quick how they're going to handle that first possession of the half.
All right, Garden City did win that with 2 field goals in the last minute of play. The winning field goal came with 7 seconds left, a 42-yarder to upset the number 2 team in the country. Here's the kickoff to begin the second half from Snow College's James Baird. 21-14, the Artichokes lead. And McMullen is back to receive for the Artichokes. Jonta McMullen, there's the kickoff, and that is going to be fielded at the 12-yard line, back to the 11. Here comes McMullen up to the 20-yard line, looks for a block, and gets out to the 30-yard line, breaks through to the 40-yard line, gets close to midfield, and finally tackled on play by the Badgers. Coming through as Chase has to make a tackle, but McMullen with a fantastic return out of the halftime break.
Boy, it really was. He found a nice seam on the near sideline here. We've got some laundry on the field, so penalty. Let's see what the officials say.
Penalty is back at the 34-yard line of the Artichokes. It's a holding call, so this one will come back. Of course, we appreciate our sponsors, Douglas Dentistry, CO Building System, Manti Telephone.
Actually, you might have picked up a yard, but it's going to be second and long here.
Eric Williams was also in there helping out as Tupe was there to help finish him off. So great job by Eric Williams. He's the 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada. Right now it's Lyles with a 2nd down and 9 on the near hash, going from left to right on your TV screen and your radio dial. Back to throw. Fires one out to the far side looking for a receiver. That's going to be caught at the 48-yard line of Snow. That was right on the money, and then targeting penalty probably against Snow College. That's going to add 15 yards to that beautiful pass.
Yeah, it sure will. What a pass by Kerr. He was just right on target, and the receiver hauled it in, but defender was right there, but led with the helmet, and you're right, Mike, it's going to result in a penalty here, tack another 15 yards onto the play.
Well, more help for Snow College, the 6th-ranked team in the country. Blinn College was destroyed by the team that the Badgers beat earlier in the season. Trinity Valley, Texas, blasted them 42-21. And, of course, that bodes well for Snow College as they beat that team earlier in the season, so that will give them more points moving up as well.
Yeah, it sure will. And if I recall the score, Trinity Valley, Snow blasted them earlier in the season. So some of the happenings tonight in the conference, great for Snow. But, again, they've got to take care of business here. And we're seeing the penalty yardage taken against Snow, moving the football forward for the Artichokes.
So right now it'll be all the way down to the Badger 32-yard line is where this will be. And that's going to be trouble for Snow. Scottsdale gets into the end zone again and got some issues there, of course, as the Badgers will be down by 2 scores. Right now, it's Lyles, play action, rolling to the near side. Throws downfield. It's going to be caught by his tight end to the 30-yard line of Snow, down to about the 22-yard line. Gets to the 20, and he fights all the way in for another Artichokes first down.
Yeah, really nice rollout play there by Lyles. Wanted to go downfield, but his receiver was covered and had the outlet pass here, and again picked up the first down. So we're seeing the Artichokes quarterback roll out here to avoid that pressure that we're hoping the Badgers trying to draw up at halftime to disrupt him, and so far he's been really good here in the second half.
So right now the Scottsdale Artichokes, first down and 10, back to pass is Lyles, throws to the far corner of the end zone, has a receiver going up, making the catch. Is he in? Touchdown, Scottsdale. Another fantastic pass by Lyles. He's eating up Badgers secondary.
Boy, sure is. He threw that ball right on the money and looked like the receiver's 1 foot came down just beyond the goal line right there in the front corner of the end zone, and nice score by the Artichokes.
So a fantastic. Devin Neal made the catch on that. And again, another fantastic play by the Scottsdale Artichokes. They lead 27-14 over the 3rd-ranked team in the country, the Snow Badgers. Here's the snap for the extra point. The kick is on the way, and this kick is up, and it is good. The Scottsdale Artichokes leading the Snow Badgers 28-14 to start this second half. 13:21 left here in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and has grown to be one of the major steel fabricator and erectors in the Intermountain West. The management and staff recognizes the dedication and hard work of the Snow College athletic teams and hopes their support assists the athletic programs in continuing their traditions of excellence. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time. Honored to sponsor the Snow Badgers Steelman play of the game.
It's time to supercharge your internet with fastest speed in the area from Centracom. Get ready for high-gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
The station for Snow College sports.
Snow College unable to stop Lyles, the Wisconsin transfer quarterback, as he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this football game. There's the kickoff. It's going to be fielded by the Badgers back on the 5-yard line. Leon Morgan taking off. He's to the 30-yard line, trips and falls at the 35, dives forward to about the 39. They may give him the 37 as all, but boy, he was just a step or two away from breaking that one big.
Yeah, he sure was. He had one guy to beat. He cut inside of him and looked like he just may have lost his footing on the field as he made that cut and fell down. But otherwise, he was in the end zone.
So what a fantastic job by Leon Morgan on the return. The Badgers now will try to answer back on that play. Here we go. The Badgers, there's the snap, and Kerr is going to hand it off to the far side and breaking a couple tackles, getting across the first down marker between the numbers and the far hash. And that's going to be a Jalen Warren first down run to about the 49 of Scottsdale there.
Yeah, what a real nice run by Jalen. Looks like he's a little slow getting up here, but what a real nice run. I had some offensive linemen out in front of him there and was able to pick up that first down.
So first down and 10, and we do have, as you mentioned, looks like Warren is still down.
Yeah, they're stretching him out, probably a little cramping there as you come out from halftime and making that run. But really important here for Snow to come back and answer now. Scottsdale scores with about a 2-minute drive here to open the third quarter, and it's imperative that Snow gets on the board here quickly to take back some of that momentum that clearly is on the side here of the Scottsdale Artichokes. Yeah, Dylan's up now, jumping around, and so he's going to be okay, but he's going to have to count this play and see what the Badgers do here on 1st and 10 just across midfield.
So first down and 10 for the Badgers. Kerr at the 49-yard line. There's a quick pass out of the far side. It's going to be caught along the sideline and getting to the 45-yard line of Scottsdale down to the 43-yard line is the Badger receiver on the play, and that looked like it was Derek Wright again out on the outside.
Yeah, we've seen that play run many years here by the Snow College Badgers. They run it to perfection and pick up about 7.
There's a pass again to the far side. It's going to be caught there along the sideline. A first down again for Snow College along that far sideline. Derek Wright again on the reception.
Yeah, real nice play again, duplicating the previous play, picked up the first down, and so we need to keep this momentum going all the way into the end zone and look for the Badgers here to run this hurry up and keep the defensive linemen from switching out here for Scottsdale.
1st and 10 Badgers, high snap. Kerr dodges a sack, now drops back, throws out in and out of the hands of Derek Wright on the sideline. Good pressure by the Scottsdale defense.
Yeah, it was actually probably good that Derek let that thing go. They'd have probably tackled him for a loss, and as it is, it's just bringing up 2nd down and 10.
So now the Badgers will have the ball between the hash marks. The Scottsdale 38-yard line. 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Kerr is going to fire it across the middle. It's going to be caught by Chase Hess. Dodges 2 tacklers. Gets down to the 25-yard line. A nice sidestep to avoid 2 tacklers.
Yeah, good to see that play again. You know, Chase has been across the middle a few times tonight, and he's largely been open as he's been able to do that. And Braxton put a bullet right there for him to catch and picked up the first down.
Trips to the near side. One wide receiver far side. There's a pass. Keyshawn McCoy makes the reception, gets the 25-yard line, stays on his feet, battles his way between the numbers in the near hash to about the 21-yard line. A pickup of about 4 for Snow College.
Yeah, real nice play there by Keyshawn as he caught that ball and spun around a little bit and pushed it forward for pickup of 3 or 4 yards and bringing up 2nd down. And now you see the substitution by the lineman getting a little winded, and it's important for them to put pressure.
Now Kerr's going to throw it out. It's going to be caught and then the knee down quickly by Jalen Powell and pounds the ball with his other hand. That's a loss of, they call it incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of fumbled it as he went down there, and probably not a bad idea. Would have lost about a yard if he'd caught.
Looking for an affordable
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Call it a path, a trail, or way through. Sometimes it's arrow straight. Other times it has unexpected twists and turns. It's life's financial.
Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trena broadcasting live. There's the kickoff by Snow after that field goal by James Baird. Makes it 28-17. And, of course, we apologize for technical difficulties here on the road in Scottsdale. We have to bring our own Wi-Fi with us here with the Jetpacks, as they have the most beautiful field, most beautiful complex here, most beautiful press box we've seen in the WSFL, but they don't supply any internet or anything that you actually need to make a good broadcast or anything like that. So we have to bring our own, and we are at the mercy of what we have, and we apologize for that, trying to bring you this broadcast. Right now, the kickoff is made, and the Scottsdale Artichokes have it first down and 10 at their 25-yard line. There's the snap, back to pass again. Lyles throws it downfield, looking for a receiver, and almost intercepted. It's tipped up, and it is picked off by Snow College. It went off the helmet of a defensive back, and then Johnny on the spot right there. Bringing it down was it Leon Morgan? Is number 7, Ofa Hingawe. Ofa Hingawe with a pick 6, now second pick of the ball game.
Yeah, what a great play there. You know, went through the hands, looked like through the hands of the first Badger defender, and then perhaps bounced off the offensive player, and then into the hands of John. So what great Johnny on the spot, if you will, right, to catch that ball and be able to come up with the turnover. And this is an important play here, important series for the Badgers. They've got to come away with some points. They did last time, and let's see what they can do on this one.
So the Badgers get the pick. And there's the snap. Handoff goes up the middle. A big hole for the Badgers across the 50, close to the first down marker. And that's Braxton Kerr keeping it himself.
Yeah, Kerr did a great job of faking the handoff. And, of course, they had nobody there in the middle then to cover him as he kept the ball and ran for the first down.
Set to go, Kerr is going to hand it off again. This time, Brandon Ellis powers his way forward. It's tackled as he crosses the 45. Down to about the 42-yard line of the Scottsdale Artichokes.
Yeah, real nice one run by Brandon. Just a quick up the middle, nice hole there by the offensive line, met by the linebacker, but picked up 7.
There's a snap by Braxton Kerr as he drops back to pass, throws it out on the far side. It's going to be caught there by Snow. And then another first down as he gets down to about the 35-yard line of the Scottsdale Artichokes.
Yeah, great rollout there by Braxton. Was able to look downfield, find Chase open on the far side, picked up the first down.
9:15 left in the third quarter, 28-17. Badgers trail. There's a handoff again up the middle. Jalen Warren gets to the outside of the 30-yard line, right along the far hash marks. It's inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Nice play there by Jalen Warren.
Well, Mike, maybe I take back some of all those comments I said about high snapping, because we're seeing it on this series, but the Badgers are moving the ball, and it's one of these important downs here, 2nd and 3, and let's see what the Badgers come out with.
Here we go. Pistol formation for the Badgers. And now they're going to take their time. 4 wide receivers, Jalen Powell, Keyshawn McCoy to the near side. 2 more on the far side. Make it 1 more. Now back in the backfield. There's the snap, hand off to the running back. Jalen Warren up the middle of the 20-yard line, breaks through, gets to the 15-yard line, down to about the 11. They're going to put him down at about the 13-yard line. Fine run.
Yeah, what a great run by Jalen. He just hit the hole right and just enough for him to squeeze and pop through there and pick up that first down. Badgers in the red zone again.
So Snow College first down and 10 at the Scottsdale 13-yard line. Braxton Kerr, the quarterback, in the pistol formation. Two wide receivers near side, McCoy and Powell. Derek Wright is the lone wide receiver on the far side. Taking the time in the pistol formation. Kerr takes the snap, hands it off. The running back squirts to the outside, breaks the tackle, makes a move. Brandon Ellis to the 10-yard line, gets to the 5, gets to the end zone, down at the 1-yard line. Brandon Ellis with a nice run.
Yeah, it really was a nice run. You really got to credit Keyshawn McCoy, though. He was on the near side blocking his wide receiver and blocking that defender, and that really enabled the extra yardage pickup by the Badgers on that play.
But there is a flag on the play. It's a holding call on Snow College, so that'll bring it back.
Yeah, they may have caught Keyshawn on that block, holding on for a little bit longer than he should have, but unfortunate event here for the Badgers as now going to back them up.
Well, Snow was driving football there, and wow, this is a major penalty. As where are they going with the football? Is this a personal foul? I thought it was a hold. They have the ball all the way back at the Scottsdale 28-yard line.
Yeah, it's 15-yard penalties, so must have been personal foul nature and really took away from their field position.
They need to get down to the 4-yard line for first down. Braxton Kerr back to pass, screen passes out. It's going to be Weston Barlow gets hit. The ball pops out, but goes out of bounds on the Snow bench side. So fortunate break there for Snow College.
Yeah, the only good thing about that play was that it was first down. It backed them up a little bit, second down and forever, but
so second down for Snow College. They need to get to the 4-yard line. They're the Scottsdale 31-yard line, so 27 yards to go for a first down for Snow College. And no backs in the backfield. Braxton Kerr back to throw. Steps up, fires the near side. It's going to be in and out of the hands of Keyshawn McCoy. Looked like he could have made the catch. I'm not sure why he didn't go up with two hands, but it bounces off his hand and out of bounds.
Yeah, it was looked like he had some room here on the near side, but he didn't go up with both hands and just couldn't pull it in with one.
20-17, Scottsdale leads the Snow College Badgers. 7:24 left in the third quarter. Badgers battling here, but they're facing a third down and 27. Kerr in the gun, back to throw again, steps up. He's going to fire one downfield. He has a receiver, but it's thrown a little short, incomplete. And that'll force a fourth down for Snow.
Yeah, it was a real unfortunate penalty that took him out of that first down and goal position that they had earlier. So, again, those penalties come back to haunt you, and for sure on this one is it's going to bring up his fourth down and a punting situation.
They're going to bring James Baird in for a 49-yard field goal attempt. James Baird for a 49-yard field goal attempt. Here's the snap for the 49-yarder. The ball is down. The kick by Baird is on the way. It has the distance. It looks like it is good. A 49-yard field goal by James Baird. 28-20. The Badgers down by 8 as James Baird kicks the leather off the ball.
What a nice kick by Baird. Had to kind of question just a little bit the distance on that one. It was far enough out, but Baird kicked it through. Had a few yards to spare on that as well. So what a great play. Good call by Coach Peters to be aggressive and try to put points on the board.
James Baird, a 49-yard field goal. You go back and you hate to second guess anyone in college football, especially your home coach you're good friends with and things like that. But James Baird had two opportunities to kick field goals. They went for it on fourth down inside the 10-yard line. He boots those two through, and we've only got a 2-point game here.
Yeah.
28-26. But it's 28-20. The Badgers with a 49-yard field goal from James Baird. And what a fantastic job the Badgers have done after it looked like disaster, looked like a first and goal at the 1-yard line with a Brandon Ellis run. Some kind of unsportsmanlike penalty. Must have been an offensive lineman or something of that nature. Maybe a hit in the face. They do that with the underneath the chin strap or whatever. But, boy, the Badgers do salvage some points out of it, which is very important in a game here in Scottsdale.
Yeah, they really needed points on that series, and they got it from their field goal kicker. And so let's see now if the defense has the ability to rise up and stop the Artichoke offense.
There's the kickoff by Baird. It's going to be fielded by McMullen at the 14-yard line. Comes up on the far side, cuts to the sideline on the far side, heads up field, and gets to about the 25-yard line. And that'll be all.
Yeah, real nice contained by the Badger kick team there, forcing that ball, forcing the runner out of the sideline. And I think this is, Mike, you always talk about how important the momentum is, and certainly the Badgers seem to have gotten back a little bit of momentum here with that score. But they've got to keep the Artichokes out of the end zone on this series. And let's see how the defense responds to that.
So we will go with the snap, and Badger defense in there. Tal Longy, I believe, was in there, or Matthew Gotel with a nice fine tackle for Snow College. Actually, that's Sione Ossie that made the tackle there for Snow.
Yeah, big number 99, I believe it was. Picked up a couple yards, another second and long here for the Artichokes.
Second down and 8 to go for Scottsdale. Back to passes. Kara Lyles throws to the far side. It's going to be caught at the first down marker. First down on the far sideline at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, real nice strike there by Lyles. He just had a receiver run 10 yards downfield, turn around, stop, and catch the ball. And another strike from number 7.
Scottsdale 28, Snow 26-31 left in the third quarter of this WSFL battle, and the battle of top 10 teams in the nation. Badgers ranked third in the nation. A chance to move up to number 2 if they can somehow win, as Iowa Western lost today. And Scottsdale ranked 8th in the nation. Kara Lyles takes the shotgun snap, now throws out. That may have been tipped by the Snow Badgers. Great pressure there by Isaac Fodu.
Yeah, it was good pressure there by the Badgers. Haven't seen a lot of that this evening, but they were able to get some pressure on Lyles that play and knock that down.
Second down and 10 for the Scottsdale Artichokes. Their own 39-yard line. Need to get to the 49 for a first and 10, taking their time right now with the play clock down 14. Well, but any down seems to be a down for Lyle's arm. He can do whatever he wants at times. There's the snap. Here comes the rush. He steps up through the pressure, gets hit as he throws, and it's going to fall. Is it incomplete? It should be incomplete. They say the down, and they're going to say it's a catch by the Scottsdale Artichoke receiver.
Boy, it's an unbelievable call. It sure looked up here like it bounced off of the turf, and he was able to pick it up after it bounced, but they're going to rule it as a completion. Big break here for the Artichokes, and unfortunate event for the Badgers, because sure looked like that was an incomplete pass.
So now the Scottsdale Artichokes will come up to the line, first and 10 in Badger territory at the 38-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Badgers jumped off sides. A free play for Kara Lyles. Throws it out. It's going to be caught and dropped, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty on Badgers, and that should be a first and 5 for the Scottsdale Artichokes.
Yeah, indeed, that's what it is.
We'll have an extended break coming up here at our next time out, and be back with you as we're experiencing some technical issues. We'll try to remedy those and get back with you. We'll keep it here on this drive at least with, and there's a snap. Back to pass as Lyles throws it downfield. It's going to be knocked down and broken up by the Badger defensive back on that far side.
Yeah, what a great job by Lyles by stepping up in the pocket and avoiding the pressure, the outside pressure here from the near side. And the Badger defense almost looked like the offensive receiver was playing defense on that one as he knocked the ball down. But another penalty here by the Badgers, going to move that ball forward, give them a first and 10 here on about the Badger 27-yard line, 27-yard line here, first and 10 for the Artichokes.
Alton Jones Jr. made that play. First and 10 Scottsdale. Kara Lyles rolls out, pumps twice, gets hit. He's sacked all the way back at the 43-yard line. Coming in, Isaac Fotu. They finally got to Lyles, and he is taken down. Also back there was Parker Workman.
Yeah, that's the kind of pressure that we've been looking for all night long, and they brought it on that play. Sacked Lyles for a huge loss. And that's the kind of those big plays that the defense makes that really inspire them. So good hustle there by the Badgers.
So the Badgers get a big play there. And, credit Kerr Lyles, although he was sacked, he had a chance to throw that ball twice, but then probably thought, hey, if I throw this up, it might be picked off.
Yeah, good decision to take that loss and deal with the consequences.
There's a pass. That's going to be caught at the 30-yard line for the Artichokes. Down the sideline, down to the 15-yard line for a first down and 10, because he knows he can come back and do something like that.
Yeah, that was just a real nice out pattern here to the near sideline, and Lyles threw a strike right to his receiver. Made up for all that yardage and then some and picked up the first down.
So the Artichoke continue to drive the ball on the third-ranked Snow College Badgers. 4:18 left in the third, 28-20 Artichokes lead. They're looking to add to it here. The Artichokes now look to the sideline, and Doug Medosky will send the play in with 8 seconds left, or will they burn a timeout here? 4 seconds left, and they'll have to call a timeout, and they will. We'll take an extended break here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. It's Centricom Channel 10. We'll send it back to the studios to Doug Barton and be right back. Welcome back once again. We are ready for action again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trena and Randy Keetle along with you as the Snow College Badgers trail 28-20 to the Scottsdale Artichokes. Artichokes now threatening second down and 9 to go after a short gainer for the Artichokes. Now Kerr Lyles threatening again. He's in the gun, drops back to throw, fires across the middle for the end zone. Caught. Is it hung on to? Touchdown. No flag on play. And it is going to be a touchdown for the Artichokes. Wow. Another gunslinging pass by Kerr Lyles that goes into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, just another bullet there by Lyles, right on target to his receiver who caught it on the run. Not real sure what the penalty here. Looks like it could be on Snow as they're bringing out the extra point team here for the Artichokes. So not sure what they're going to call, but looks like we got a personal foul.
Pass reception was made to Jordan Hightower, the 5'8", 153-pound sophomore from Grayson, Georgia, as he makes the catch. And the Artichokes right now continue to fly high, 34-20 over the Snow Badgers right now in the third quarter.
Yeah, the backfield just has not been able to, the defensive backs and safeties have just not been able to get a beat on Lyles' passes. They've all been right on target, and it's resulted in scores this evening for Scottsdale as they continue to add to their lead.
Here's the extra point try for Marquez. He is set. There's the snap. The ball's down. The kick is on the way. He drills it through the uprights. Good. Scottsdale is beating number 3 team in the nation here in Scottsdale, Arizona, 35-20 with 3:20 left here in the third quarter. We'll be right back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
We're back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trina, Randy Keel along with you. Snow College Badgers trail 35-20 to the Scottsdale Artichokes. And boy, Carol Lyles just cannot be stopped.
Boy, he is red hot tonight, isn't he? He has thrown some great footballs. Excepting that first interception that resulted in the score for Snow, he has just been right on target with all of his passes tonight, and the Badger defense just doesn't have an answer to that.
It'll take the Badger offense to really come back and try to outscore this Scottsdale team. The penalty is assessed on the kickoff, so Marquez will place it at the 50-yard line and likely just boot it right into the end zone. We'll see on this, but boy, Braxton Kerr and the Badger offense are going to have to start scoring quick and often in this game to keep up with Kerr Lyles, because right now Badgers just can't stop the young man.
Yeah, he is he's having a great game and getting some good pass protection from his offense as well.
There's the kickoff. It is booted up and out of the end zone, so it'll be first and 10 to 25 for the Snow College Badgers, who trail 35-20. Of course, we're still, with 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter, have the entire fourth quarter left in this football game, so we don't want to count the Badgers out by any means, being the third-ranked team in the country and being well coached. But, boy, right now, the way the tide is going, they're going to have to find a way to change the tide in the football game, whether it's the defensive pressure on Carol Lyles, get some hits on him, make him think about making those passes, or whatever they do. The offense has to, I don't know what it is, Randy, but they have to change the momentum.
Yeah, they really do, and they've got to get that momentum back on this drive here. We talked about how important it is to keep that on your sideline, and right now all the momentum in this football game is with the Artichokes.
There's the snap, play action. Braxton Kerr rolls to his right side, looking downfield. He's going to fire downfield. It's going to be picked off by the Scottsdale Artichokes. Oh, my goodness. Wow. They have been tipped and then picked off by Scottsdale, and Scottsdale's going to be in business again.
Yeah, it was tipped, and maybe one of those plays where you try to make something out of nothing, and you can just see the distress on the far sideline there on that play of how important that series was, and how it results in a turnover with the ball back in the hands of number 7.
So Kerr Lyles.
Number 4. I keep doing that, don't I? Number 7 lines up behind him, but number 4, Carol Lyles, having a great game, and now he's got the football again.
So here we go. The Snow College Badger defense backs against the wall again. Can they get pressure on the Scottsdale quarterback? Otherwise, this one may turn into a blowout, kind of like the Mesa game did. It was close early, and Scottsdale just kept scoring. Back to passes here, throws it out. That one is almost picked off. Oh, he didn't hang on. John Ofahengawe almost, or checked that was Eric Williams that had a chance at that pick. Just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, Eric is really, really talking to himself on that one. Thrown right to him. He happened to be right in front of the guy, the receiver on the screen, and a perfect opportunity for a catch and run, but he couldn't hang on.
Incomplete pass. Second down and 10 for Kerr Lyles. He's in the gun of the back to his left. 3 wide receivers near side. There's the delayed handoff at the middle, and a good powering run, I believe, by Neal as he powers his way to the Badger 29-yard line.
Yeah, just a nice straightforward run there. Good pickup. Keeping the clock running and keeping the ball with the offense here for the Artichokes. Going to bring up 3rd and long. Let's see if we can get the stand here by the Badger defense.
Well, for Kerr Lyles, the quarterback of the Artichokes standards, this is a 3rd and short for him. It's 3rd down and 9 to go. He's completed a 3rd and 24. He's completed a 3rd and longer than that, and he is just amazing. There's the snap. Here comes Kerr Lyles, steps up through the pressure, fires downfield, and in and out of the hands of his receiver. He put it right there. His receiver just didn't squeeze the ball.
Yeah, he had it. Would have picked up the first down, and his receiver's probably not going to want to make a lot of eye contact with Kerr Lyles as he comes back to the sideline here. They were briefly talking about whether they go for it here, but now bringing out the unit to deal with fourth down. So let's see what they do.
We'll see if they have the leg. James Baird of the Badgers just kicked a 49-yard field goal. This will be a 47-yard field goal attempt by Marquez. Alfredo Marquez, the 6'2", 224-pound sophomore, is ready for a 47-yarder from the far hash. There's the snap. Ball is kicked on the way. This one has the distance. Boy, he kicked that one far. This one is good. A 47-yard field goal by Marquez. Wow.
Yeah, that one would have been probably good from 57 yards, Mike. It went straight through the uprights, had lots of distance, and just a really nice play to put more points on the board for the Artichokes.
38-20, the Badgers down by 18, so the turnover costs them another 3. And, of course, the Badgers running out of time here in the third quarter, 2:19 left. They have the whole fourth quarter, but again, the tide has not yet changed. We'll be back after this on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Call it a path, a trail, or way through. Sometimes it's arrow straight. Other times it has unexpected twists and turns. It's life's financial journey, and Mountain America Credit Union is here to guide you every step of the way. With timely advice and affordable products, this is your journey. Let's begin together. We're Mountain America, guiding you forward.
You're listening to the Snow College Sports Station.
We're back once again on Centricom Channel 10, the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Special thanks to our engineer back at the studios, Doug Martin, for working and helping us get our technical issues worked out. Here it's 38-20 in favor of the Artichokes. There's the kickoff to Snow College's Leon Morgan back at the 2-yard line. Comes out of the end zone to the 5, to the 10, between the hash marks, cuts, gets hit, and taken down there at the 19-yard line. Wow. Nice tackle there by the Artichokes. And, you know, if you're not going to get past the 25, sometimes you just take a knee in that end zone.
Yeah, you often wonder what the right decision is there, and sometimes when you find yourself behind, you want to make that big play and you want to try to get as many yards as you can, but didn't result in that here, where you could have had a touchback perhaps and let that ball go out of the end zone and start with a little bit more better field position. Let's see here now what kind of play calls we get from the Badgers. We've seen them try to go to that outside bread and butter pass of theirs. What do?
Braxton Kerr is going to hand it off. Running back to the right side is Jalen Warren. He scrambles up to the 25-yard line. Nice pickup on the play. Badgers have not been able to sustain many drives in this game. They had a few, but they stuttered a lot, thrown some interceptions, been forced to punt. Scottsdale defense is really slowing down this high-rated offense of Snow College.
Yeah, it really has, Mike, and get some points on board and try to close on that lead.
Braxton Kerr is in the gun. 2 wide receivers to each side. There's the handoff to Jalen Warren. No, he pulls it out. Braxton Kerr takes it himself. Gets tackled at about the 32-yard line on a fine job by one of the linebackers or defensive backs for Scottsdale.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by the quickness of this Scottsdale team. They close on those gaps. Looked like Braxton had some yardage here to pick up, but again, the speed of the Scottsdale defense was able to hold it to a short gain.
Austin Carvalho makes the tackle for Scottsdale. 2nd down and 8 for Snow. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Scottsdale 38, Snow 20. Here in Scottsdale, there's a Braxton Kerr handoff to Brandon Ellis, trying to get to the outside. Still getting strung out, and Scottsdale's going to hit him for a loss out of bounds as he ran out of real estate.
Yeah, you gave the key phrase there, Mike. Strung out. He just kept running sideline to further sideline and wasn't able to turn it upfield, pick up any yardage, and actually might have lost 1 or 2 on that one.
So the Badger offense again sputtering a bit here as they are moved back, and I believe there might be is there a penalty? They're marching back as though there is a flag on the play. But I haven't seen the hanky out there.
I don't see one on the ground, but they're sure having a conference over something.
So the Badgers now, let's see what the call is here as they're going back and forth. They may just keep it here. We do appreciate Sanpete Steel. Sanpete Steel, done right and on time, sponsoring our Sanpete Steel man of the game. 3rd down and 14 for Snow. Back to throw. Firing out to the near side, has a receiver diving and trying to make the catch of the 38-yard line along the near sideline, but incomplete is Chase Hess, the tight end.
Yeah, Chase got his hands on that football, but Braxton had led him just a little bit too much on that one, and would have been a tough catch. But have been able to move that football and score on the strength of Lyle's arm and his accuracy.
So 1st down and 10. There's the snap for Kerr Lyles. Hands it off to his running back up the middle, and that's going to be up to about the 35-yard line with 18 seconds left in the 3rd. And now Scottsdale, of course, they don't have the most comfortable lead, but, you know, maybe a style of offense that takes some more time off the clock. Maybe more running than passing here.
Yeah, we might see that. Gosh, we talked earlier, when it rains, it pours. We saw a couple of teams, number 2, Iowa Western, number 6, Blinn, both lose tonight. And now we're looking at Snow here behind the number 8, Scottsdale. So this has been an evening of upsets, and let's hope that the Badger offense can get going and, you know, keep this within 1 or 2 scores here as we start the 4th quarter and put something on the board and get back into this ball game.
We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centercom Channel.
Now's a great time to go deep at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi. Try the hot and ready deep dish lunch combo with 4 slices of Detroit-style deep dish pizza with pepperoni and 1 20-ounce Pepsi product. Makes my mouth water just thinking on it. Hey, you can also go deep with a deep dish 3-meat treat and the deep dish ultimate pizzas, and you'll have a hard time wiping that satisfied smile off your face. Go deep today at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi.
Welcome back once again on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centercom Channel 10. Mike Trena along with Randy Keetle as the Snow College Badgers, of course, trailing this football game by a score of 38-20 here. Now Scottsdale has the ball at their own 35-yard line. So coming out is Kerr Lyles, who's been fantastic in this game. You can't discredit him. Back to pass. Now he hands it off instead up the middle and spinning and getting hit at the 38-yard line is the Scottsdale running back.
Yeah, looked like number 40, Parker Workman, was able to grab a hold of his leg, trip him up, and contain him for a couple-yard pickup, bring up about 3rd and 5. So we got 3rd and 5 here. Artichokes look to talk about the play they want to run. A couple of the wideouts here on the near side, one on the far. Quarterback Lyles gets set. Ready for the snap. He drops back, steps up, throws to his right, overthrows his receiver on the far side. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up 4th down. So looked like the Badger defense was able to hold on this series and get that ball back and hopefully eat into the score here with a good opportunity. Now they should get the ball pretty good field position, and let's hope they can do something now, Mike, on this opportunity.
We're in the fourth quarter here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, 14-17 left here in the football game. 38-20, Badgers need some big plays. They've got to stop the Scottsdale offense they have on this drive. 4th down and 4. There's the snap to their punter who hasn't seen the field that often in this game. And there's the kick. It's going to be fielded by Leon Morgan. Morgan's going to cut a field, gets hit and knocked out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. So Snow's offense will come out on the field, and they'll be 72 yards away from the end zone. They need to score twice and get the two-point conversion. Well, let's see, score twice, that would be 34. So they need actually to get, they need to score 3 times.
Yeah,
at least 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
3-score game here, and you talked about it, mentioned it earlier, how important it is to get a big play. They really haven't had one on offense tonight, and so let's see if they can produce on this series.
Snow College now, 1st down and 10 at the 28-yard line. There's the Kerr handoff to Jalen Warren. Warren switches to the outside, farm to the 40-yard line, takes off down the sideline to the 50, and then gets down to the 40-yard line of the Scottsdale Artichokes. That was a run with something to say as Jalen Warren hustles back to the huddle right now.
Yeah, it sure was. What a great run by Warren as he was able to even lower his shoulder as a defender came in on him and aggressively went after him and picked up that 1st down.
At the Scottsdale 41-yard line, Kerr has shotgun another high snap handoff to Brandon Ellis. He's going to get, it's pulled out by Braxton Kerr. He takes off on the middle. He had me fooled, and he's up to the 30-yard line. Wow, what a fantastic decision by Braxton Kerr as he gets the 1st down, picking up about 12 yards.
Yeah, and a really nice fake handoff. He had all of us fooled as we're watching the runner sprint to the far side, thinking it's going to be a loss. And Braxton ends up picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line of the Scottsdale Artichokes. Kerr in the pistol formation with Jalen Warren behind him. 2 wide receivers near side, Powell and McCoy. And then, of course, Derek Wright to the far side. Now they're taking the time. They're no-huddle offense. 13:20 left in the football game. 38-20, Badgers down by 18. There's the snap. Hand off to Warren, comes to the near side. Burst to speed to the 30-yard line, to 25, down to the 20-yard line. As the Badgers are moving the football right now, Randy.
Yeah, they really are, and they're doing it with a good combination of run and pass and quarterback keeping, and that's what you want to see from your offense is that steady movement forward, 1st down, and pickup of 8, 9 on this play, 2nd and short.
Kerr takes the snap, hands it off to Ellis. A late handoff up the middle to the 15-yard line, gets airborne on the hit, and gets down at the 15-yard line. A 1st down run for for Brandon Ellis, the Ellington Texan.
Nice little pickup there as the offensive line was able to create that hole and allowed it to pop right through it.
There's a snap, drop back. Kerr's going to find that is blocked. The line almost intercepted. It is a dive and a pickoff. Oh my goodness, what a defensive play. And what a job by the defensive lineman on the play.
Yeah, what a great job by the Artichoke defense there. I'm not sure how number 45 was it that came up with that football, but what a great heads-up play by the Artichoke defense.
Another turnover by Snow College, and that makes the hill even taller to climb here, Randy. They needed to score on that drive, being down by 3 scores.
Yeah, that was Celestin Haba that came up with that interception. We called his number several times. He's just had a great game, and you're right, Mike. That really makes it tough on Badgers here to come back and take care of business.
In the gun is Karen Lyles. Back to throw, throws it out to the wide receiver screen on the near side through the 30-yard line and then to the 35-yard line. A pickup of about 8 on the play on that pass reception.
And the Scottsdale receivers a little shaken up on the play. Amonte Phillips, he took a nasty hit as he was going down. Fortunately for the Artichokes, was able to hang onto the football and brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd down and 2 for the Scottsdale Artichokes. The Badgers need a miracle play here as time's running out. 11:58 left in the fourth quarter, but they're down by 3 scores, folks. 3rd-ranked team in the nation about to be upset on the road unless something changes. There's the quarterback keeper. Lyles taking himself, gets hit, and he is hit, but he gets the 1st down, folks, as he gets to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, a little quarterback keeper by design. We haven't seen that too much tonight, and I think that was a nice play there to pick up the 1st down for the Artichokes.
1st down and 10. The Artichokes at their own 38-yard line as the sticks move in more time, more precious time. Ticks off the clock for Snow. You normally wouldn't say that with 11:35 left in the game, but when you're down by 18 and your offense is not really moving the ball into the red zone, it's very difficult.
Yeah, you need, as you said, Mike, you need that big turnover, that big play from your defense. They've had a couple of them tonight, but they need more.
In the shotgun, low snap, back to pass, Kerr throws out as a wide open receiver at the 40-yard line and gets quickly tackled on the dive tackle that time here on the near sideline. That one was made by number 18 for the Snow College, or was it 16? I can't get the number on that.
I think it's actually number 18.
And we don't have his name on our roster. So nice tackle, number 18 of Snow. So right now, 2nd down and 5 for the Artichokes after that 5-yard pickup. They're at their own 43-yard line, near a hash, going from right to left under your radio dial and your TV screen. Lyles in the gun, 3 wide receivers far side. There's a quick pass out of the near side. It's going to be caught and then down to about the 42-yard line, close to a 1st down, but I think might be just a bit shy. Let's see where the placement is. And they did move the sticks.
Yeah, he got an aggressive placement on that one and resulted in the 1st down for the Artichokes. And they just continue to move the football and, as you said, Mike, burn precious time off the clock here. And that's exactly what they're looking to do on this series, is take as much time off of the clock as they can, keeping the football out of the hands of the Badger offense.
1st down and 10 for the Artichokes again. Play action. Kerr back to pass, throws out incomplete at the 50-yard line, intended between the numbers of the near hash to his wide receiver on the play. That was Cole Fisher, the 5'10", 192-pound freshman from Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, Fisher was open here on the near side, and one of the few passes that Lyles just simply missed tonight. He threw it a little bit ahead of him, and Fisher had no chance to catch up to it, but brings up 2nd down, and again, time continues to run on the play clock, but fortunately for the Badgers, it stops with the incompletion. But they need a big play here by the defense.
Ready to go, Kerr. Lyles in the shotgun. There's the handoff, and a couple yards on the carry there is all at the 50-yard line. But again, they're trying to chew that time off the clock. We're down to 9:52.
Yeah, and I think you'll see that here, 3rd down. I wouldn't expect to see a super aggressive play out of number 4 here. Just be smart with the football. If the pass is there, make it, but don't risk an interception downfield, and try to run that time off the clock.
Number 4 team in the nation, Northeast Oklahoma, lost today as well to Kilgore. So the way it's being set up now, the 2, 3, and 4 teams will be losing today. Here's a quarterback snap, and throwing as he's in the grasp is the quarterback Parker Workman. Had him, but the official let the play go, and he throws the complete pass.
Yeah, it was just kind of a messed up play from the beginning with the low snap. But to your point, Mike, we talked about earlier ranked teams falling today, and kind of when it rains, it pours. And right now the Artichokes are pouring it on as they're beating the number 3 Badger team, and looks like they're on their way to an upset this evening.
Unless the Badgers can change something. There's the punting situation now. The Badgers have stopped the last 2 drives, but the offense hasn't been able to capitalize. There's the punt away by Scottsdale, and they're going to let that one go out of bounds as it was angled to the left, and the Badgers will have it about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, we need something real quick offensively. Another defensive stop. And unfortunately, we just haven't seen the offense produce this evening. It's not been what we expected from the Badger offense. Typical of their previous 3 games, gaining so many yards, but tonight they've really struggled against this Artichoke defense.
So now the Badgers will come out at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, and 8:33 left in the game. They trail 38-20. Set to go. There's the snap. Handoff goes to the running back up the middle. Now scores to the outside. Jalen Warren to the 25-yard line. Breaks a tackle. Goes to the outside at the 30-yard line. And tackle at 32. A 13-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, you know, when you find yourself down by 3 scores with 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter, you say to yourself you want to pass. But Jalen's been the best offense Badgers have had tonight, so they continue to hand off to him. He continues to produce first downs.
There's the snap coming out of the near side. There's a pass and going up to the 40-yard line along the near sideline. Out of the 47-yard line is Keyshawn McCoy.
Yeah, real nice play call there to get Keyshawn out in open field and downfield and then out of bounds to stop the clock. Of course, it stops and the chains move forward. And now the quick play here by the Badgers.
Badgers, Kerr takes the snap, quick pass out to Keyshawn McCoy. Cuts through two tacklers, gets up to the 50-yard line, had two blocks, though, up to the 45, make it 46 of the Scottsdale Artichokes. But time is down to 7:43 here in the fourth quarter, 38-20, the Badgers trail.
Yeah, really urgent that they get into the end zone quickly on this series.
Now Kerr back to throw again, throws out. Keyshawn McCoy has it at the 45-yard line to the 40-yard line and then gets out of bounds at about the 35-yard line of Scottsdale. Another Badger first down. The Badgers haven't had a problem moving it between the 30s on their drives. It's when they get inside the 30 that something happens.
Yeah, all too critical red zone production, and tonight they've really struggled as that Artichoke defense tightens up when it gets inside the 20 and 30-yard lines, as you said, Mike.
7:17 left. The Badgers with their no-huddle offense, but taking their time with the play calls on this one. Trips to far side, wide receiver to the near side. Left to right is where they go. Now Kerr back to throw, throws downfield, has a receiver. It's going to be, is it hauled in? It may be at the 21-yard line. I don't see a signal from the official. Or did it pop out? It looks like it popped out incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like it fell incomplete. The defender had a real nice beat on that, so I think maybe it was fortunate that the receiver was able to kind of bat it down and avoid possible interception.
At the 38-yard line on the near hash, second down and 10 for Snow. Kerr back to throw, throws it on the far side and then dropped. Boy, right in his hands, no one around him. Jalen Pally jumps up in frustration, and that brings up a 3rd and 10 for Snow. And that's been the night it's been for Snow College.
Yeah, it really has been. Some open field there, possibility perhaps to get real close to first down yardage and just drop that pass.
So with 7:02 left in the football game, the Badgers need to score on this drive if they want to have any hopes of possibly coming back. There's the snap to Kerr. Kerr's going to fire one out to the near side. That is caught at the 30-yard line and carrying it up to the 26-yard line. Another first down for Snow. Nice pass reception by Chase Hess, the tight end. And the Badgers are coming up to the line. And of course, Scottsdale moving as slow as they can to try to use some time off that clock. 6:52 and ticking now in the fourth quarter. Badgers are set. Kerr in the gun. 3 wide receivers far side. Braxton drops back to throw. Fires across downfield. Has a receiver. It's going to be incomplete. What a fantastic defensive play by the defensive back of Scottsdale to knock that one down.
Yeah, he really closed quickly on that pass. You can see it was kind of hung up as the receiver was crossing over the middle in towards the end zone. And again, just great quickness by the Scottsdale defense to come and break up that play.
Second down and 10 for the Badgers. Pistol formation. Jalen Warren goes out of the pistol to the left side. Badgers, there's the snap pass downfield. That one was thrown where the receiver was not. Chase Hess was open. Braxton Kerr throws outside 5 yards away from him. Another incomplete pass, and that will bring up a critical 3rd down for the Badgers. 3rd and 10 from the Scottsdale 27. 2 times the Badgers were inside the 5-yard line for 1st and goal, and Scottsdale repelled them on both occasions. There's a handoff to Jalen Warren. He is caught in the backfield for a loss. 4th down and long, and he's caught for a loss back at the 29-yard line. 2-yard loss on the play.
Well, you called it, Mike, earlier. You talked about the Badgers being able to move the football, but when it gets down inside that 30-yard line, they just have been stalled by that Artichoke defense. And timeout now here to talk it over, and let's see what the Badgers decide to do.
6:32 left in the game. The Badgers, in a world of hurt, the 3rd-ranked team in the country, is down by 18 points to the 8th-ranked Scottsdale Artichokes. A victory here by Scottsdale could propel them easily in the top 5 as the number 2, 3, and 3 team is losing right now in Snow, and the 4th team is lost in the nation. So we'll see what happens. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jones. I'm the OBGYN here at Sanpete Valley Hospital. I specialize in obstetrical care, including low and high-risk deliveries, as well as gynecologic care using the latest techniques and minimally invasive surgery. After working in a busy Southern California hospital for the last 4 years, it's nice to bring my family back to rural Utah and serve the Sanpete Valley and surrounding area.
Back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trena and Randy Keetle with you. The third-ranked Badgers in a world of hurt in Scottsdale as the Artichokes have prepared well. They lead the Badgers 38-20 with 6:32 left in the game. The Badgers will kick a 45-yard field goal now off the foot of James Bear. They need to score 3 times, 2 touchdowns with 2 two-point conversions. This field goal could be the difference. So they're going to take the field goal first. There's the snap. The kick's on the way by Baird, and this one is offline. The right, no good. So a tough break there for Snow College as they get no points on that drive, and that almost seals the deal for Snow, even though we have 6:30 left in the game.
Yeah, you kind of hate to say with that much time left that the deal is sealed, but you're right, Mike. You do need the points. Probably a better opportunity to put 3 on the board than to make the first down. But you got to convert on that field goal, and we just missed it right. And so you're right. It's Heartbreak Hotel for Badger fans tonight because this lead is, especially on strength of the arm from Kerr Lyles tonight with Artichoke quarterback.
So the Artichokes now, a couple first downs, and they could really seal this game. And there's the handoff going to the left side, and the Badgers are able to stop that one. And it'll be a 2nd down and 9 to go. Boy, the Badgers are just in need of a miracle. Somehow get the ball back, score on a couple plays. They need 3 scores in this game, at least 2 touchdowns and a field goal, plus one of those touchdowns needs to be a 2-point conversion. That gets them enough to win the game, but wow, it's a tall order, especially with the way the offense has not been able to move it. As we say, inside the 30, they get stopped by the Scottsdale defense.
Yeah, we just haven't seen that tonight out of the Badgers. We know they can score quickly, but they just haven't been able to do it this evening.
2nd and 8. Kerr Lyles going to hand it off, going to the outside. This is going to get first down yardage to the 35-yard line, to the 40-yard line, down the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line on that far side as the Artichokes move the sticks, and it's 5:43 left in the game.
Yeah, and again, it's burning precious time off of the clock, and that first down is going to burn more. And so as you talked about earlier, Mike, short of a miracle here, Badgers are going to find themselves with their first loss of the season.
Well, it's not impossible to come back in the national rankings and play with a national championship with 1 loss, but Badgers had 1 loss last year, lost early to Arizona Western, and that was the difference in them playing for a national championship and not, even if they won out the rest of their games. There's the handoff up the middle, and the Artichokes move up. And it's kind of a double-edged sword. If Scottsdale ends up continuing to win for the rest of the season, they put them in a position to stay ahead of Snow and play for a possible national championship if they're ranked high. But if they end up losing through the year against a lesser team, then that hurts the Badgers as well, as it just doesn't help move up. So the Badgers really in a precarious situation here, 2nd down and 9. And the Artichokes have the ball at the 44-yard line with 4:50 and ticking. And boy, the Badgers just itching to get back in the game on the sideline at offense as they want to try to make something happen here. In the gun is Kerr Lyles. Lyles is going to hand it off to his running back going to the far side, tries to get the corner and does not get there as he's tackled by the Snow defense. Ball carried by Alec Weibel Meza, the 5'10", 193-pound freshman from Casa Grande, Arizona.
Yeah, and the other thing we got to be careful of here, the Badger defense got to be sharp and not commit a penalty that gives the first down here to the Artichokes. With 4:33 left here in the quarter in the game, another first down by the Artichokes really would seal the deal this evening for them. Well, it has been a great night for football, Mike, despite the fact that we're seeing the Badgers behind. It's been a great evening here. It's been a couple of technical difficulties, but the Artichoke crowd has been faithful in supporting their team, and they really played well this evening. We heard a lot about the quarterback from transfer from Wisconsin, I believe, and he's been everything we've heard about and probably more, as he's really played well this evening. And you have to admire his accuracy and his presence in the pocket. He's felt pressure on occasion from the Badgers, but he's been able to step up, make the throw, and deliver for his team. And gosh, that's been the difference tonight as a quarterback play by Lyles.
3rd down and 9, Scottsdale from their own 45-yard line. Lyles back to pass, drops back, throws one out, looking for a receiver. Caught, first down at the 41-yard line of Snow College, and the arm just fantastic from Kerr Lyles as he cannot be stopped. Derek Brown Jr. with the reception for Scottsdale. And that's going to about do the game for Snow College. With that first down, that clock will continue to run, and the Badgers will be knocked off here in Scottsdale.
Yeah, that was just a real nice touch pass here to the near side by Lyles as he laid it up. His receiver was able to catch it.
That was an incomplete. That's actually a penalty on Snow, and there's a nice pass across the middle. Again, a free play for the Artichokes down to the 15-yard line of Snow, as that was an offside on Snow, and of course they let it go, and Kerr Lyles with his arm fires downfield. Boy, Kerr Lyles, you got to give him all the credit in the world. He's come in here and led his team to knock off the third-ranked team in the country, and that's going to help his team probably get up in the top 5.
Well, as you talked earlier, Mike, we've seen a couple of ranked teams here. In fact, 3 of them in the top 6 spots are all going to fall this evening, and you're right. That's going to propel the Artichokes forward and perhaps into the top 5 rankings here, and deservedly so. They played a great ball game, and Kerr Lyles has been fantastic.
First and 10 from the 15-yard line, throwing to the end zone. Kerr Lyles, and diving in the end zone, trying to make an interception is Snow College's defensive back there, but it falls incomplete. And that was John Ofa-Hengawe, who has a pick 6 in the game. First score of the game. He intercepted it, returned for a touchdown. Badgers led 7-0, but Scottsdale just kept coming and never let up, and the Badger offense just couldn't keep up. And Scottsdale defense, all sides of the ball for Scottsdale, played well in this game.
Yeah, they really have. They've played fast on defense. They've played well on offense, and their special teams has done a good job. And they've come away here with great performance tonight, and looking at wanting to add more to the point on the board.
Quick pass out, caught at the 15-yard line for Scottsdale, and then Ofa-Hengawe tries to make the tackle. It's going to be a first and goal as he gets down to the 5-yard line for the Artichokes. And boy, they continue to drive on Snow, and Snow still can't stop them this late in the game.
Yeah, I think the Scottsdale fans probably have a lot of memories of Snow coming down here and winning often, and sometimes winning big. And so this will be a sweet victory for them and a good victory for the program here in Scottsdale as they look to build on this 4-0 season, or going to be 4-0 season. And you have to just really admire Kerr Lyles, who's played a great game tonight, and you look for him to do well the rest of this season.
Well, if this is Scottsdale's last season with football, they're really making a statement. There's Kerr Lyles thrown to the end zone, back corner on the near side, incomplete. Threw it a little too high and a little too long, trying to just put it where only his receiver can get it.
Yeah, that one kind of think he was maybe throwing that ball away as was well covered, but maybe looking for a penalty as well. You could throw it up and let the officials call it if it's there, and if not, you got an incomplete pass.
3 minutes, 26 seconds left in the football game. The officials know where this game is going, and they're not going to make it drawn out any longer with flags either. And now at the 5-yard line, second down and goal for the Artichokes. Lyles going to play action, pull it out. He's going to run it himself up the middle, and he's going to be tackled there by the Snow defense. Boy, and the danger of running your quarterback this late in the football game, the game's pretty much decided. You don't want that star quarterback to get hurt, so let someone else run that ball.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mike, and I think the coaches, as they watch Lyles come here to the sideline, probably feeling the same way now. He's played great. He's had a fantastic game, but you don't want him to get hurt here in the final few minutes of this ball game.
Talk to your offensive coordinator if I was Doug Godowski and say, hey, don't let him run the ball. And right now, these points don't even matter. It's 2:45 left in the game. The Badgers have already been defeated here in Scottsdale. It's a third and goal for the 5. Kerr Lyles back to pass, throws out the end zone, diving in on the slant, catching it for the touchdown. The Artichokes score again. They're going to blow the Badgers off the field here in Scottsdale. 44-20, they lead.
Well, and you can hear the celebration by fans and the Badger players. We talked about them coming out at halftime. They were loose, they were jumping, they were swaying to music and just having a good time tonight playing football. Their second half performance has shown that as they've made the plays that they've needed to make to get into the end zone and put points on the board to beat the Snow College Badgers.
Here's the extra point try. Marquez has booted a 47-yard field goal in this game. It's on the way, and it is no good. So the Badgers trail Scottsdale 44-20 with 2:35 left in the game. We'll send it back to the studios for a timeout. Back right after this.
Honey, are you okay?
Is his internet constipated?
What?
You heard me. Does he suffer from the buffer?
Yes.
Well, don't suffer anymore. You don't need a magic unicorn to get things flowing again with 5 fast internet from MTCC.
Side effects may include smooth video streaming, incredible online gaming experiences, the ability to use multiple devices at the same time, and an overall feeling of giddiness. You may even giggle. It's that fast. Some restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas.
Benjamin Franklin must have had dental and oral health in mind when he said, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." Douglas Dentistry offers many preventive dental treatment options, including checkups and cleanings for the whole family. Hi, this is Dr. Douglas. Let us care for all your family's dental health.
Douglas Dentistry is located in Ephraim at 41 West, 700 South, across from Los Higos. Ask about our in-house dental benefit program for those without insurance.
Call 283-3800. That's 283-3800. And remember, prevention is the best medicine.
The home of the Snow Badgers.
We're back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trainer, Randy Keetle with you. Another touchdown pass by Carlisle. 44-20, Scottsdale lead. There's the kickoff to Lightning Leon at the 3-yard line. Swerts up the middle to the 25-yard line to the 30-yard line, and then tracked down from behind and tackled at the 34-yard line. The Badger offense will likely come out for one last time in this game with 2:27 left. They're down by 24. Not a lot of hope here. You probably just keep it on the ground and I don't know, you just run the clock out and go home and try to regroup for next week's game as they come back home to play.
Well, you talked about hope, Mike. What you hope is that no one gets hurt here on these final series of this ball game. The score has already decided it, and so what you really want now is to be able to protect your players, put together a couple of plays that you feel positive about, but let's hope that no one gets hurt here in the final few minutes of this game.
1st and 10, Kerr drops back. He's going to fire one out, and that's going to be incomplete as he may have been hit as he threw. And the pressure that Scottsdale's brought all game long, they've not been able to stop this defense from getting in on Braxton Kerr.
Yeah, we talked about that in the pregame and how important that would be to try to get pressure on Carlisle's, but Snow was never able to do that, and they've faced pressure on Braxton all night long.
And Braxton is sent to the turf as he's hit as he throws. No flag on the play. The pass went over his running back on the far sideline and falls incomplete. So now a 3rd down and 10 for the Badgers.
Well, and this is the case, right? If you're a defensive lineman for the Artichokes, you know what play is coming, and you just pin your ears back and put on your pass rush shoes and go after the quarterback.
2:18 left in the football game. 4 make that 5 wide receivers. Kerr back to pass, throws out. 4 makes the catch, but he's quickly closed on and tackled for a short gain of 3 yards. You know, the way the schedule worked out, the Scottsdale Artichokes had a bye week last week, so they've had 2 weeks to prepare, watch all the film they wanted, and prepare it in practice for 2 weeks for this Snow team to come in. The Badgers, of course, only had a week to prepare for Scottsdale. And, boy, they really showed the dominant effects here of that preparation. There's a pass almost picked off, caught by Snow College at the 40-yard line, down the sideline to the 50 into Scottsdale territory. With a minute 45 left is Jalen Powell on that far side, I believe.
Yeah, it's always a testament to your coaching staff when you're able to have that extra time and prepare and come in with a good game plan. And certainly the Artichokes had that tonight. They played well, they passed well, they ran well, and they were in the face of Braxton Kerr all night long. And you see on this play where the ball's batted down with pressure from the Artichokes, and so they've just had a really, really good ball game tonight.
Well, the Badgers, of course, first league loss of the season, first league game of the season, too, and they still have got 2 other ranked teams on the road, Eastern Arizona and Arizona Western on the season as well. So the Badgers definitely need to regroup. Back passes Kerr, steps up through the pressure. He's going to run it, goes to the far sideline, and goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line of Scottsdale. That'll be a 3rd down with a minute 28 left in the football game. And, boy, the attitude of the Snow Badger team out there, obviously a debilitating loss here as you're ranked 3rd in the nation, 8th. They see that national championship early in the season kind of slipping away because a lot of the sophomores remember losing that game early in the year against Arizona Western. They never got back to play for that national championship.
Yeah, it really takes control out of your hands, and you don't control your own destiny, and sometimes that's not so good.
There's a pass downfield, caught for the touchdown pass for the Snow College Badgers, and Derek Wright gets a touchdown, a long touchdown pass as a 47-yard strike is thrown downfield from Braxton Kerrs. And the Badgers will get a touchdown there with 1:20 left, 44-26 the trail. That was a fine pass by Kerr, but we just haven't seen enough of that in the game tonight to make it a worthy effort by the offense.
Well, you know, Coach Peterson talked pregame. He talked about the bend but don't break defense of the Artichokes, and we've seen that tonight. They've bent as the Badgers have gone up and down the field, but they didn't break, and they just weren't, or they kept the Badgers out of the end zone for the most part, even though you just saw a final strike here that really isn't going to do much other than make the score look like the game was closer than it was. But it really has been a bend but don't break defense for the Artichokes.
2-point conversion pass. Kerr back pass, throws to the near side. Caught in the front near corner of the end zone by Jalen Powell. And the Badgers get 8 points on that play at 44-28 with 1:20 left. And, well, if the competitive nature is still with the Badgers, you'd expect an onside kick coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Hi, this is Kevin Matson with Cache Valley Bank. Is your good old truck not as good as it used to be? Do you need a more dependable set of wheels? Then cruise on over to Cache Valley Bank. We offer great rates, low fees, and quick service on our auto loans. Come apply today in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, or Fairview. You'll be glad you did. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC.
One of the largest turkey producers and processors in the U.S., Norwest LLC and their group of independent turkey growers produce over 5 million turkeys a year with sales of over $125 million a year, employing over 500 South Central Utah residents. Their state-of-the-art facility processes millions of pounds of quality Norwest whole turkeys and other popular Norwest turkey products. Norwest, serving the U.S. for over 85 years. For more information, go to norwest.com.
The station for Snow College Sports. KMTI.
And welcome back. Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Here's the kickoff by James Baird as the Badgers trail 44-28. Baird will do the onside kick honors, and it's going to bounce up. It's going to be hit, fumble on the play, and picked up by Snow College. They may have recovered a fumble here as it hit the Scottsdale player, knocked into by the Badger players, and then it bounced out. Did they come up with it, though, is the question. No signal from the officials. It was so close, and I believe Scottsdale came up with it. Wow.
Yeah, it really was a close call. It was a great onside kick. You always like to see what the kicker's going to do, and that was almost as perfectly executed as you could. They just weren't able to come up with football.
1:20 left in the football game. The Scottsdale Artichokes will go on to victory here on their home field as the Badgers have only one timeout remaining in a 44-28 game, and the Badgers down by 16 points in this one. 16 just to tie. That's 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. Tall order.
We've all seen crazy things in football games, but boy, this one would really need to be crazy and miraculous, and that combination probably won't work tonight against Carlisle's in this Artichoke offense and defense.
And Carlisle's takes a knee here as they'll run time off the clock. Badgers really can't do much with only one timeout in this game. They can run the clock out and win this football game. But a fantastic showing by Doug Medoski's 8th-ranked Scottsdale Artichokes as they will defeat the 3rd-ranked Snow College Badgers here in Scottsdale, Arizona, with a fantastic offensive and defensive effort. 2 weeks of preparation for this game as they had a bye week last week. And, of course, the Badgers go down to defeat here in Scottsdale. And, you know, you really hope that the program here at Scottsdale is able to be saved this November as they've changed 2 of the board members, or 2 of the board members' positions are up for re-election coming up this November on that Maricopa County School District Board that made the decision to cancel the football programs at Glendale, Phoenix, Scottsdale, and Mesa. And if everything goes through, it's already scheduled to cancel the programs for next season. And that would be 4 teams out of the WSFL gone. Pima has elected to cancel their football program if that does happen. Eastern Arizona in a predicament as well, where they may cancel football down there in Thatcher. So, you know, teams are going to disappear for Snow College to play if that goes into effect. So you really hope, at least for the young men here at Scottsdale Community College, that does not happen and they can save football for next season, because this is a quality program on the field right now.
Yeah, it really is. And you're right, Mike. There is some uncertainty about what's going to happen probably will be decided after the season is over, and when that vote may be taken. And so you hope for the program's sake, for the coaches' sake, and especially for the student athletes' sake, that football can be continued to be played here at the Maricopa County Community Colleges, and we'll just have to kind of wait and see on that. But I think the victory here by the Artichokes this evening has really propelled them to perhaps the next level of football this season. We'll see how far they go.
Knees by Lyles while we've been discussing, and time is ticking off the clock, and that will do it. The final 27 seconds will tick off the clock. The number 8th ranked Scottsdale Artichokes have defeated the 3rd ranked Snow College Badgers by a score of 44-28. We'll take a break here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10. Back with Postgame Show coming up next.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centricom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
Looking for affordable education? Come check out Snow College. Snow has the lowest cost tuition and housing in Utah. In fact, you can live in student housing for less than staying in your parents' basement and attending a university. At Snow College, it's all about you, where you get an individualized education and one-on-one time with your professors in very small classes, even as freshmen taking general eds. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
You're listening to the Snow College Sports Station.
Thanks for joining us again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trainer, Randy Keetle here. And, of course, the Snow College Badgers losing to the Scottsdale Artichokes here, 44-28, your final score here, as, of course, they've knocked off the scoreboard. But, boy, the Badgers, just from the get-go, had a ball game, 14-14. This mimics the Mesa game, as Mesa Community College played Scottsdale in a preseason matchup this year. And, of course, Mesa was ranked at the time, and it was a tight game through about a quarter, maybe a half of play, but then Lyles just kept coming at the Scottsdale Artichokes, or came at the Mesa Thunderbirds. They ended up beating the Mesa Thunderbirds by a similar score as we see on the board here. So Scottsdale is for real, and boy, Arizona Western and Eastern Arizona better watch out. This Wisconsin transfer quarterback is phenomenal.
Yeah, he sure is, and you're right, Mike. This team is for real. They're fast. They're quick. They close well on defense, and they produce on offense on the arm of Lyles. He was, except that, again, that one interception that he threw that early on in the ball game that gave Snow the first score. After that, he was just red hot, and the Snow defense just could not match up, and they bested him tonight. And so Snow's got a long ride home, and give him an opportunity to think about this ball game. They had some chances. They got inside the red zone a couple of times, but couldn't get in and score the touchdowns they needed to keep up with the Artichokes.
Well, the Badgers, of course, dropped this one to the 8th-ranked team in the country. And, of course, it's not the end of the world for the Snow program, obviously. You miss one of your goals possibly on the season, but, they still have an opportunity on the season to do a fantastic job, and all isn't lost, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
No, and again, we talked earlier about the other ranked teams that fell this evening, and so as you go into the playoff scenario at the end of the season, you just want to position yourself to be able to participate. And as Snow looks forward to next teams that they play, they need to prepare and come ready to come away with a victory and put this one behind them. They played a great team, and they came in and competed for a while, but really needed to find an answer to Carlisle's, and they just didn't.
That they didn't. Badgers, of course, dropped this ball game. We appreciate all our sponsors. Trying to pick a Little Caesars player of the game. Of course, the $5 large pepperoni or cheese pizza goes to the Badger player of the game, as is said here. And it's really tough to try to find an offensive player in the game when your offense sputters in this football game. But we'll try to find one for you here. Boy, we didn't have any big touchdown runs. The plays in the game were just few and far between. I mean, the Badgers put 28 points on the board, but who do you think is deserving of that honor?
Boy, you're right, Mike. There isn't any.
It could be offensive or defense. It doesn't have to be offensive. Defensive too.
Yeah, we had a couple of great defensive plays to start the ball game in terms of the scoring. John Ofahengawi, had that interception. But then later on, he had that penalty that kind of, I think, maybe turned the momentum of the ball game because it resulted in a touchdown. It kept the drive going and resulted in a touchdown. And then Scottsdale continued to score points after that. So that, to me, was a big turning point in the game. Sione Yasi had that fumble pick up and run, and so he played a great game tonight. But there weren't a lot of offensive bright spots for the Badgers this evening. And on defense, they struggled. They didn't put a lot of pressure on Carlisle's. And, in the defensive backfield, it was tough to find big plays that they made, again, other than that first interception. So I think we'll have to talk a little bit about, we had some really good runs from Jalen Warren, and so that was probably the best bright spot on offense in terms of, at least for me, player of the game. Was great that he was able to run and kind of kept the Badgers in this ball game, if you will. But it wasn't enough to overcome the Artichokes offense.
Well, a few stats for you from the Doug Johnson just got us that. We appreciate that, of course. Total offense today, Scottsdale 444 yards of offense on 73 plays. Snow at 475 yards of offense. They just couldn't score in the red zone. As we go down to the red zone opportunities, the Badgers were 2 of 5. Scottsdale was 6 of 6 in the red zone. And, of course, Carlisle's in this football game, just 28 of 44. He had 2 picks, but he had 6 touchdown passes in this football game. 3 of those went to Devin Neal. So they just ate the Badger secondary up. Jalen Warren, 21 rushes for 131 yards, no touchdowns. Braxton Kerr had 69 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. Braxton Kerr was 27 of 50 for 265 yards and 1 touchdown. He had 2 interceptions as well. And Derek Wright had 104 yards receiving and 1 touchdown. Keyshawn McCoy had 52 yards receiving. Chase Hess, 55 yards. And Jalen Powell had 43 yards. Taking a look at defensively, it was Parker Workman with 5.5 tackles and 1 sack. And then Sherwin Lavaca had 8 tackles in this football game for the Snow College Badgers. Maybe by those stats, as we take a look, you had, of course, Derek Wright with a touchdown catch at the end, 104 yards receiving. Maybe we give him the offensive player of the game.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great choice. He had a good ball game and was able to produce when he got the ball in his hands. And so I think you're right, Mike. One of the few bright spots offensively certainly was Derek. So let's talk a little bit about that. And I'm nodding my head. You're nodding your head.
We'll do it. He's the Little Caesars player of the game. Sam Pete Steel man of the game. I don't think there's any question who that's going to be in this game. John Ofahengawe with he had 2 picks, or was it 3 picks in the game? I think it was 2 picks. He had the interception return for the touchdown early in the ball game for the 7-0 lead, and then he had one that went off the helmet of his player, and he intercepted that, giving Badgers a chance again. And he had several tackles in the game, too, as we mentioned. If we had a little more time and had more stats on the defense, I'm sure he'd be up there in the top 5 in tackles as well. But John Ofahengawe, the Sam Pete Steel man of the game, will give him a Sam Pete Steel hoodie.
Yeah, very deserving. John played a great game, and again, those 2 picks were important to the team, and so he has good reason to look back at this evening and say, I played well, but just wasn't quite enough.
Well, and I would have given the player of the game to James Baird had he made that 45-yard field goal. He hit the 49-yard tonight, and you're like, can we give it to him? He missed that 45-yarder, though. But James Baird had a great game as well. He played well. We don't want to say anything bad about anyone. He didn't play bad. He just happened to miss that 45-yard field goal. And that's not you can't kick them that long and make them all. I mean, I couldn't make it from 25 yards, to tell you the truth. But Badgers lose this one, Randy, 44-28 to the 8th-ranked Scottsdale Artichokes. Any final words before we end our broadcast?
Well, just an unfortunate loss for the Badgers. I think, you talk about players missing opportunities. As the team looked back on this one, they did have some chances, but down inside the red zone is where they need some work. And I think if they're able to put together that confidence to be able to put it in the end zone, they'll have a great rest of the season.
All right. Well, Randy, thanks for being here for a broadcast. We'll catch you next time we're down in Arizona.
Very good. Thanks.
All right, Randy Keatle on our podcast. That's going to wrap things up for our broadcast here in Scottsdale, Arizona. A special thanks to Douglas Dentistry, as well as CO Building Systems, Manti Telephone, Intermountain Stampede Hospital, Mountain America Credit Union, Little Caesars, Norbest LLC, Snow College, Stampede Steel, Cache Valley Bank, Centricom Channel 10, Central Valley Medical Center, Robinson Transport, and Zions Bank. For Doug Martin back at the studios, for Randy Keatle, I'm Mike Traina. Again, your final score, the 8th-ranked Scottsdale Artichokes defeat 3rd-ranked Snow College Badgers, 44-28 here from Scottsdale, Arizona. Have a great evening, everyone.
You've been listening to exciting Snow Badger football on South Central Utah's sports leader, KMTI AM 650. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us again for more Snow Badger football action on KMTI AM 650.